Right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to get ourselves ready for qualifying or sprint qualifying here in Belgium. Obviously, it's a sprint weekend here as well, so plenty of action to look forward to. But let's get the car set up for the first race of the weekend. I think most of this stuff can actually stay where it is. We'll put a new gearbox on as well. But like I say, for the Grand Prix, probably we'll be taking a new engine because we are going to need one at some point. And yeah, this track is a pretty good one to take it. So we'll probably get through the sprint quali, then the sprint race. Then we'll decide after that if we want to take a new engine for the Grand Prix. But like I say, I do think it is very likely we do just that. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get underway for some racing action here in Belgium. It is time for sprint quali here in Spa-Francorchamps. Let's do this. I was going to hire justifying spending when I've got a mortgage look over me now. Yeah, ballads. Very ballads. Those grocery bills are the lowest I've ever been, right?
It's qualifying day here at Spa-Francorchamps.
That's honestly one thing. What's going on here? An Allen key got hooked onto my glove. That's honestly one thing that I'm quite scared about, like, when it comes to moving out, is like the grocery bills, because, yeah, that's shit's scary, bro. I need to make more money for that. I've heard of the Four Locos thing before. I can't remember where I've heard it, but I've heard of it. Right, here we go. Let's do this. Time for SQ1. Like I said, we'll probably try and get through maybe a lap or two if possible. Obviously, we do get the medium tires available and only for us as well in Q1 and Q2. Once we get to Q3, we get the soft tires. So I think we'll fuel up for 2 laps. Whether we'll do 2 laps or not, I'm not too sure, but we'll see how it goes. Given how slow the AI here as well, we'll probably stick to medium ERS2. So,
okay, when you're ready,
all right,
let's go.
Let's do this. Chili is very cost-effective and tastes phenomenal. Oh, dude, I love chili. Chili is one of my favorite meals. I love me a good homemade chili. And as you say, it's quite easy to make, cheap to make. And honestly, it lasts you a long time as well. You can make 1 pot and it will serve you for like, what, nearly a week probably. Grocery bills are the worst and stable internet? Yeah. That's, unfortunately, the latter is what I don't have right now. Stable internet is, yeah. I mean, to be fair, our internet's stable, it's just not very fast. We get like 8 download, 20 upload, which is, you know, nothing amazing, really. But again, we live in the countryside, so it's never going to have amazing internet in the countryside, unfortunately. Well, I mean, it's fair. Might do in the future, but at the moment, not the moment. Add some rice that lasts longer, stays cheap, and more nutrition full. Exactly, exactly. I mean, you know, there is a few visits to the toilet, but, you know, that's not too bad. What up, Casper? How did you get the Audi livery mods? They're all downloadable from overtake.gg. Microwave rice packets are goated. Yeah, I got a few of those in the cupboard as well. I got some like long grain. I got some Mexican styled ones as well. Basmati. You name it, I've got it all in that cupboard. Alright, let's get your tires nice and warm. Coming up quite nicely. Need that right hand side to be a little bit higher, but probably won't be too big of a deal. Got a nice bit of clear around us as well, so... Alright, here we go. First lap of sprint quali. Let's see what we can put down. Like I said, if our first lap is quite strong, we'll probably back off and then head into SQ2, but we aren't going to use any battery here. We're going to keep it in medium deploy for the entire lap. And hopefully that gives us a better contest against the AI, which are very weak in Belgium, as I'm sure you guys all know. I also use a little bit in the first sector anyway. Yeah, I'm not really like a massive fan of tin food, but it is, you know, it's very good when you need something urgently, you know. And there you go, no purple first sector. If we'd used battery, can almost guarantee we'd have gone purple in the first sector there. Can we flat out? P1. Ooh, a little bit of understeer. Did lift off a tiny bit. I think on a soft toe, I could probably flat it out. $41.4 for Carlos Sainz. 43.3 for... Wait, what? Must have been a 44, not a 41. I probably read that wrong. When are you doing predictions? I think tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll probably start doing our predictions for the season. Probably could use a little more on the outside curb there. The entry into the bus stop. Out we go from the bus stop, though. DRS wide open. Here we go to the line. 43.3 to get us going. 3 thousandths away from Oscar Piastri. God damn. Not a bad first lap. Not a bad first lap at all. I mean, to be fair, that might be enough to get us through to SQ2 there, so... Let's go round one more time as a cool-down lap. And then we'll decide if we want to do another lap or head back into the pits. I think we'll be okay to head back into the pits, though. Should be fine. Wait, this time to expose his wheel knowledge. Oh, last season's predictions didn't. I think when I did my predictions for the 2025 season, I think I only got 2 right. And that was Lando Norris winning the championship. And I think I got Russell right as well. That was it. That was the only ones I got right. I hit 1.5k rating. Go on, Ash. You're flying right now. Sway was only at like 1.2k last week. Prediction 1, how many laps in Australia does Aston complete? Dude, do they even complete a lap? I saw the rumors coming out of I think it was Motorsport Italy. And they said that Aston Martin might do the formation lap and just retire after that. They might not even actually do a competitive lap. Like, bro, what is going on, man? I'm genuinely scared. Being an Aston Martin fan, this is not fun, bro. This is the worst thing ever. We're still P2 right now. Verstappen went P4, Russell P3. Interesting. All right, let's head back into the pits, I guess. I think that'll probably be enough to get us through to Q2 there. Aston having a stinker this season hasn't even started. Dude, it's concerning. Genuinely concerning. They have to hit 107% in the sessions beforehand, though. Yeah, hopefully the car will even make it to do that. But, yeah, things are not looking good for Aston right now, and it's genuinely absolutely bizarre how it's got to this point. There was so much hype and so much, like, you know, they were kind of like dark horses for this season in a way, but the way testing has unfolded so far, it's the complete opposite. It's unbelievable how it's got to this point. Absolutely unbelievable. Imagine sponsoring a team and not even participate. Dude, the sponsors are just wasting their money right now in Aston Martin. They 100% are. Not even seeing the car and their sponsor out on track must be painful for them. Right, let's have a look at our lap time then. So we did a 43.311, only 3 thousandths behind Oscar Piastri there. Very close. The first sector, we were 4 thousandths apart. The middle sector, we were 12 thousandths apart. And the final sector, we were 13 thousandths apart. So there's very little in it throughout the entire lap between ourselves and Piastri. But Oscar is on top so far. Our teammate Nico Hulkenberg went fast in the first sector. Unfortunately, his middle was quite poor. So he might have to do a second lap. We have still got a few more drivers out on laps right now. Let's see if that changes anything. We're still P2 at the moment. I think Lando Norris might be completing a lap. Yeah, see what Lando does. They should get a refund for each race. Honestly, I mean, there probably is something in the contract between the sponsors and teams where, you know, if they don't get the amount of races or laps done or something like that, then they don't pay something. So a lot of the time, like, sponsors pay based off of achievements and clauses and things. There probably is like a, you know, an installation fee essentially, but there probably is also a lot of the money that they get probably does come from, you know, objectives complete, for example. There was talk about Bahrain and Saudi being moved to August, but it's roasting that time of the year. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it gets moved to be more alongside Qatar, possibly, in the very late stage of the season. But obviously, it's very, congested down that part of the season. So, I don't know. There is possibly a chance it gets cancelled, but, yeah. Lando Norris goes 2/10 quicker as well now. 43.0 for the Brit. And I think that is everyone done with their laps. Yeah, it is. Cool. I think that should be good for SQ1. Let's move on to the second session.
And that's it for
you can't race the Middle East this summer, surely? Yeah, I think that... I mean, there's already a lot about Qatar right now with where that is in the calendar and how much of a problem that is. So, like I say, I don't think... I think if Bahrain and Saudi can't go ahead with where they are right now, I don't see them coming back in the calendar for the rest of the season. I think they have to wait till next season to come back. So, yeah. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is SQ1 over and done with here in Belgium. Lando Norris on top so far, Piastri and ourselves in that top 3. Our teammate currently in P11 right now. Leaving us in SQ1 is Arvid Lindblad. That's not bad, P17 for him. He's been having a bit of a poor season so far, but even though he is out in Q1, P17 is not too bad for the young Brit. Alonso and Behrman also knocked out in 18th and 19th. Ocon knocked out, Perez knocked out, and Liam Lawson knocked out as well. On to SQ2 we go.
Chairpersons.
Chloe coming in with a 48-month resub as well. That's 4 years, by the way, Chloe. You love to see it. That much for the 4 years. That beautiful badge next gym as well. Looks great, isn't it? Looks amazing. That much, Chloe, for the 4 years. Hope you're doing good. Appreciate the 4. What did I miss in chat here? I think we see Portugal in another race. I'd imagine Portugal and Imola are definitely like the first reserve kind of races. I'm colorblind to world politics. Why are they potentially not racing at Bahrain and Saudi? I don't want to talk about it too much on stream because it's really not a stream-friendly topic. But Google... Just Google USA. That's all you got to do. Google USA and you'll probably see enough of what's happening. 4 years? No chance been flying about that long. I know, right, Chloe? Shit's been moving too fast for our liking, huh? I'll do the same thing here. We'll go on the... medium tires for 2 laps.
We're ready to go, so let's get the
That's
car
loud.
out to the track.
Are we doing driver and team prediction? Most likely, yeah. Most likely. I genuinely think I might not get a single one right. I was quietly confident about my predictions last year, and they were still wrong. So, with us having no idea of where anyone is right now, I have zero expectations of myself to get a single one right on the prediction sides. Put every driver first, at least one will be right. Exactly. I might have to at this point. Put everyone in the same position, then you're guaranteed to get one right. Pretty much, Jam, yeah. A lot of conflict. If you don't put Max as champion, I'm leaving. I don't know, man. I genuinely don't know. I really, really don't know who I think is going to win the championship this year. Like, we kind of have a rough idea on reliability so far this season, but I think a lot of teams are really hiding their pace right now. As you'd kind of expect them to, so it's very difficult for me to really say who I think is the best team, who I think is the best driver going into these regulations. I have no idea. Every team keeps saying, nah, we're not the best. This team's better. Mercedes are doing that about Red Bull. Red Bull are doing that about Mercedes. Red Bull think they're 4th behind Mercedes, McLaren, and Ferrari right now. So, I don't know. Everyone's pointing the finger at each other and saying they're better. So, I really have no idea. Does the Ferrari curse cancel out the Kardashian curse? I don't know what the Kardashian curse is. Oh, hello. All right, here we go. First lap SQ2. Again, we're going to try and use no battery. We'll keep it in medium only. I hope Vico are better than Red Bull. There's no way they can allow that again. That'd be a complete calamity once more. I do kind of like what Laurent Mekies has done at Red Bull so far, though. I'm impressed by what Mekies is doing. Again, I could definitely flower that corner, I think. Just a little bit too much inside curb that time. Just caught the car off guard a little bit. $43.2 for Hadjar. Purple middle sector. Love to see it. All the way to the bus stop now. 42.9 for Oscar Piastri. Into the final sector we go. Nice bit of inside curb usage. Let the car settle a little bit now. And we get our foot down to the floor and all the way to the line we go. How's it going to be? For our first lap, it's a 43.1. And it puts us right behind the McLaren of Oscar Piastri for the second session in a row. Hadjar P3, Norris P4, Leclerc P5. Why no ERS usage? Because the AI suck in Belgium. They absolutely suck here. So we're using medium ERS to try and keep it a little bit more competitive and level and fair. GR63 WDC. To be honest, I actually think that's... Oh, Hulkenberg P4. I actually think that's who my money's on. I do think George Russell will be the world champion at the moment. But... again, it's so hard to really say. I personally feel like Mercedes had the best car this year. And if that comes to fruition, then I think George Russell will get the championship. But it's still so early, you know. It's just impossible to say. George Russell wins WDC, I'll get a tattoo. Hey, someone pin that in Discord immediately. Tattoo of what, though? Get a picture of George Russell, that gif of George Russell with his tongue out that you seem to obsess over. The PR63 cannot beat WDC. If Mercedes have the best car, I think he'll do it. I think he'll do it. The T-pose, not a bad shout. Not a bad shout. George Russell T-pose is your first ever tattoo. Unbelievable. George Russell getting a WDC before Leclerc would not go down well. I mean, who do you blame at that point? Do you blame Ferrari or do you blame Leclerc? Any chance you can tattoo a GIF? Gotta make it like a flip book. Tattoo George saying, welcome to Skibbity Toilet Baku, my dudes. Oh, my days. Get that in quotations down your forearm. You know how people often get, like, inspirational quotes and stuff tattooed on them? That's gonna be Chloe's version of it. Ferrari? Yeah, probably would be Ferrari's fault, to be fair. Right, how we're looking so far. Piastri is holding the top spot still right now. Verstappen up into P2, 43.0 for him. We currently sit in P3, 30.9 that first sector, 44.0 in the middle. Purple middle sector, though, and 28.0 in the final sector. So our times are actually very close to Verstappen there. We're just seeing a little bit more in that final sector and first sector, but yeah, not really going to have to find too much in that, unless we can try and get one corner better or something. But Hulkenberg P5 right now is nice to see as well. Hopefully, we can try and keep that up. But again, I think that might be us done for SQ2 here because, you know, we're a good second up on Colapinto and P11. So, excellent. All right, let's retire the session and focus on SQ3. Final session of the day. And there is your finishing order for the second session here in Belgium. Oscar Piastri leads the way to Max Verstappen with ourselves in P3. Hadjar splitting the two Audis apart right now. Both Audis in that top five so far. Love to see it. Hopefully, Nico can try and keep that up for SQ3 and maybe score some points in the sprint race. Lando Norris in P6, Leclerc P7, Russell, Albon, and Gasly all through to the final session as well. And then out in SQ2, Lewis Hamilton will start P11 with Colapinto right behind him. Then Carlos Sainz and Antonelli sharing 13th and 14th together. And then Bottas and Stroll right behind them. But both Audis in the top 5. Love to see it. Let's try and keep that going. Yeah, thank you, Nico, mate. Keep it up, buddy. Need that in Q3, please, all right? Thanks for the car. You're welcome. Just keep up the good performances, please. 2 races tonight? No, just the 1. Well, technically, it's a sprint weekend, so I guess technically we do 2, but just the 1 Grand Prix today. Right. Let's put the fuel down to the minimum. We are going to do our lap right at the end of SQ3 here, of course, seeing as it's a very long lap here in Belgium. You only really get 1 chance to try and set a fast lap, so we'll do ours right at the end of the session where there'll be the most optimal grip and the track rubber down the most. So we'll see what everyone else does first, and then we'll base our knowledge off of that. What up, Paolo? Get a McLaren tattoo on your butt, and on your back it's George saying, I've got a McLaren on my ass. Oh, God. Me, personally, I'm not... I don't think I would ever get a tattoo, I don't think. If I was to ever get a tattoo, it'd have to be, like, very personal to me in a way. All right, everyone's crossed the line now. Albon fastest so far, 43.3. Albon's... sorry, Piastri dropped off a little bit there. 42.8 for Verstappen. You want a full sleep on one of your arms? I don't know, man. I'm just not really, like... I don't know. Just never really been a big tattoo guy. Leclerc P5. Ouch. Russell P3. Hadjar P1 now. 42.6 for Isaac Hadjar. Hulkenberg! No way! Lando, don't do it! No, Lando, you suck! Hulkenberg was temporarily P1, but Lando Norris goes into P1 to take his spot. But I tell you what, Nico top 3 is very, very likely right now. It's kind of all eyes on us now, really, for this final lap. So, yeah. Hulkenberg, P2. What a lap for the German. Okay. I like it. Picasso. What have we done to this car? I don't know, but I think I like it, though. I want a dragon tattoo, so maybe George just be riding it. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Your girl is complaining about your explicit language? Your girl? What are you lying for? Chat, no one in here has a girlfriend. Come on. What are you guys talking about? My girl. Your sister doesn't count? That is an outrageous comment. That is an absolutely outrageous comment. I do, thanks? Nah, you don't. No one here has a girlfriend, bro. What even is a girlfriend? What even is a girl? Never heard of them. I do, though. No, you don't. Chat, stop lying, man. What are we lying for? We have wives now? Don't say that. I'm scared of getting old. Let's get a little bit more tire temp in the fronts. Alright. My fiance thinks you're my girlfriend because we spend so much time together. I don't know how I feel about that. Alright, here we go. First and only lap of SQ3, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can try and push for a pole position here. Gets to be a pretty extreme lap time, but still we can do. Just for clarity, chat, I'm sure you all know, but I am obviously joking. Even though I've got a girlfriend, man. Like, come on. If I can get a girlfriend, anyone can. It says a lot. Impossible? Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Oh, purple first sector. Okay, there we go. Hey, that was close to a track limit. Front left stayed on. Flat it out, flat it out, flat it out. Vamos, we flat it out. Let's go. We did put one flat. It was a little scary, but we're good. Qualifying is now complete. We're the only one out there right now. It's a purple in the middle sector as well. Come on. Could we see a double Audi top 3? This would be outrageous. Keep it all together in the final sector here. Come on. Up 3 bus stop we go. Nice curb usage. Oh, a little bit of sliding. One of the XL, the final corner there as well. Here we go to the line. 41.9. Where's it going to be? Here in Sprint Quali P1. We're on pole position, ladies and gentlemen, here in Belgium for the sprint race. I'm not too sure what the gap is here. 1/10 between ourselves and Lando Norris, but we are on pole for the sprint race here in Spa-Francorchamps. Lando Norris a 10th away at the end of SQ3. But look at that as well, chat. Double Audi top 3. I think that's the first time ever in qualifying we've seen that. We're P1. Our teammate Nico Hulkenberg and the other Audi will start in P3. 5/10 separating us, but it doesn't matter. We're both in the top 3, and that's what matters most. Isaac Hadjar will line up alongside our teammate in P3 there as well. Verstappen and Russell on the 3rd row. Albon and Gasly on the 4th. And Piastri, who was looking very good in Q1 and Q2, down in P9. Shocking lap from him at the end of sprint quali. And Charles Leclerc will start in 10th place here as well. But a P1 and P3 for both the Audis. That is the perfect way to start the weekend here in Belgium. GG. Lovely. All right. Lando Norris is terrified. Yeah, I would love to see Hulkenberg on the podium. Hopefully his race pace is as good as quali pace. I mean, don't get me wrong. The car on the R&D right now has definitely improved. We are like upper mid-table right now on the R&D. So the car has improved quite a bit so far this season. And Hulkenberg's not always, you know, done enough sometimes given where the car is. So hopefully this could be the big ton of events for him. You can see here, he's currently down in 14th in the Drivers' Championship. So he's still got a way to go, but hopefully this might be the turning point. Hopefully so. Have to go for the double prediction for the sprint, I think. I don't disagree with that. Although, maybe getting Hulk involved with it would not be a bad shout either. Maybe. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It is time for our first race of the night here in Belgium. It's a sprint race here in Belgium as well. And as you can see, it is going to be a spicy one because we are going to get some very mixed conditions for this sprint race and also for the Grand Prix as well. We've got some rain coming in for the sprint race. It looks like maybe like around halfway through the race maybe. We'll get that rain arrive. We'll probably go inters. Will we stick to those inters to the end though? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's going to be tough to get that one right. But that's what the prediction is. Sorry, the sprint race is saying right now for the weather. And then for the Grand Prix, as you can see down there as well, it is going to be dry for the start. Then it's going to rain. Then it's going to dry up again and stay dry all the way to the end as well. But that's for the Grand Prix. And we have the sprint race to focus on first. So hopefully we can try and get a good result with that very crazy weather coming in. Don't fuck up Nico with the double stacking. Hey, well, he's got to not pit at the same time as me. That's what he's got to do. Double podium? Maybe. Maybe. Depends how much you guys trust Hulkenberg, I guess. All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this. First race tonight here in Belgium. 15 laps of sprint race action with some very chaotic weather inbound. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get underway for the first race of the night. Let's do this. I was watching Drive to Survive Season 7 when they dropped Danny Ricciardo. I'm sure Red Bull management still regrets that decision. I don't know, because even at Racing Ball, he was struggling quite a bit, to be honest. I don't think they regret it as such. I'm sure Danny Rick probably looks back on his career wondering, you know, could he have done things better or anything like that too, but I don't know. I don't think Red Bull really regret dropping Ricciardo or anything like that, really. Maybe we'll do both cars finish top 4. Maybe, yeah. Maybe. It all depends on if Hulkenberg's race pace is good enough or not. Fingers crossed it is. We'll see. Oh, the sprint race music. I always forget about this.
Forget fuel management. It's pedal to the metal all the way here as we get ready for today's sprint.
What a tune.
So here we are once again, ready to go racing through the Ardennes forest. 4.35 miles of long straights, fast corners, and massive elevation changes. It makes this not only one of the most exciting circuits on the calendar, but
I reckon you start on softs.
consistently high quality racing as
With
well.
that rain coming in, it's possible.
There's no place quite like it. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Wang lines up on pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have...
Prediction idea, will Audi score less than exactly or more than 12 points?
Max Verstappen and Russell.
I like the idea.
Albon, Gasly, Piastri and Charles Leclerc. Hamilton, Colapinto, Carlos Sainz and Antonelli. Bottas, Stroll, Arvid Lindblad and Fernando Alonso. Behrman, Ocon, and Liam Lawson rounds off the grid. Which of these drivers will get pole position today?
Maybe Caddy might score some points as well. We're still waiting for their first points this season.
And alongside
Maybe they can do that today.
Small in stature, but big on comments. Anthony Davidson, hello. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. Now, I'll be generous here. It's not that long ago that you were racing and entertaining us on a Sunday, but in the years since...
Albon's helmet is crazy. I still love his Panda one personally. Albon's Loki had some banger helmets, but the Panda one for me is elite.
Tons of downforce on the car at 300 kilometers an hour. When I drove, you're now looking more towards 5 tons of downforce. So there's a big difference in performance. But because of that, the car being heavier and bigger, you've got to drive in a smoother way. You've got to look after it a bit more. You've got to nurse it through the slow speed corners more. They were much more nimble, agile machines when I drove in Formula 1 compared to now.
All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this.
Here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
So, I mean, obviously, if it was an entire dry sprint race, we probably would do mediums the entire way. But look at that rain, chat. Look at that rain. There is genuinely a possibility we could do soft tires for the start until it rains. I think all the AI are probably going to do mediums, though, right? Oh, actually, surprisingly not. Hulk is on softs. Hadjar's on softs. Piastri, Leclerc on softs. Everyone else is on mediums, to be fair. But there is a few drivers going for soft tires, and I don't think it's a terrible idea, given that rain coming in. I'm not against it. I'm not against it whatsoever. I'm just going to drop the fuel down a little bit here as well. We'll go like 15.5. That should be fine. Am I on Twitch? I am indeed. Yeah. I think 7 laps on the soft tires to start should be okay. Again, maybe not 7. It might be a little bit more, might be a little bit less. Depends on that weather. But I don't mind starting on the soft tires here. And that could be a good strategy. Then we bolt on the intermediates probably quite soon. Obviously, it's a little bit tricky to say whether we'll take the intermediates all the way to the end, because it is going to dry up again before the end of the 15 laps. So, I don't know. It's going to be an awkward one. Very, very awkward. But maybe we can always go back to the soft tire if we need to. But the wear might be a little bit too much by that point. But I think we should be okay. All right, we'll start the soft tires. Right. Chat, what do we do for our prediction here? What do we do for our prediction? There's quite a few options here, isn't there? There's quite a few options. Obviously, we've got pole position. Hulkenberg's got P3. Maybe like a double Audi top 5. He's got a lot of very fast competitors behind him. So have we, to be fair. But Hulk has Hadjar and Verstappen directly below him. And then Russell there as well. We've got Piastri and both the Ferraris down here too. This is a tough call, actually. I think top 5. I think top 5 should be good. Especially with both of us being on the soft tires as well. That should give us a good chance at scoring good points too. Both finish top 5? Yeah. Will both the Audis finish in the top 5? I mean, we definitely should, really. But it's more on Hulk, whether Hulk can do it. He's the big question mark right now. Let's run it. Will we finish in the top 5 with both Hulkenberg and Hockelheim? I like it. That should be a good prediction. Right. I think everything is pretty much set up and good to go. I think I'm happy with the fuel as well. Soft tires for the start obviously should be good too. And, yeah. The Hulk can do anything you can do. But will he do it better, though? That's the question. Will he do it better? Show Norris the wall on Audi 1 too. He might have to show the Red Bulls the wall as well to do that then. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. First race of the night. Here in Belgium, we've got a sprint race up first. We've got 15 laps to deal with for this opening race. And as you can see, we are going to get some pretty chaotic weather for this sprint race. It's going to start off dry. It will stay dry for a little bit. But as you can see, we are going to get some good rain coming down at some point. So I'd imagine we'll probably switch over to intermediates. Will we take them intermediates to the end, though? That's the big question. Can we find a way to bring the green wall tires all the way to the checkered flag? That's going to be what probably decides the strategy there. And hopefully we can do it. But maybe if the rain, stops early, maybe we can go for a dry tire again. I don't know. But for my initial thoughts is we start on softs, go to winters, and it stays that way. Today's prediction, ladies and gentlemen, will both Audi, finish in the top 5 in this sprint race. We start P1. Our teammate starts P3. A great lap from our teammate. Make sure to get predictions up in the chat in a moment's time. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get underway for the sprint race here in Belgium. And another pole position for ourselves as well. Gotta make sure we look after the tires, though, get them warm as well. There is a few drivers going for soft tires at the start here, too. Hulkenberg, Hadjar, both on softs. I think one of the Red Bulls were on softs as well, maybe? Maybe someone further down, I can't remember. Oh, no, Hadjar is on soft tires, but there was someone else further down.
We're expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes.
10 to 15 minutes till rain. I'd imagine a soft will be fine, right? When does 10 to 15 minutes bring us to? Lap 7? Lap 8? It's only 7 to 9 laps. I mean, that should be fine for the soft tire then, right? We shouldn't have any issues in the softs with that. We got a bit of a gap to Norris here, but it's fine. Is it Oscar on softs, is it? Yeah, I know there's someone down there. We'll see if Hulkenberg and Hadjar can try and get a good launch here too. Maybe they can try and take down Norris early on. Softs are 6 laps and cooked, you reckon? Yeah, we'll see. We will see. Right, everyone is still so far behind this formation lap. God damn. He has definitely dropped further than 10 car lengths there. I say DSQ him. We'll just try and get a little more tire temp in for the ends. Rears are looking okay, just the front's a little bit low. I mean, the rears are low too, to be fair, but in comparison, it's better. Yeah, that'll have to do. All right, let's bring that brake bias pad down. No brake matching today. And let's try and get a good start position up towards turn 1. 0.3 meters, not bad. We'll take that. We will take that. Okay, so yeah, I'd imagine maybe about 8 laps or so, we'll probably start to let rain come down. And then hopefully from that point onwards, we can go into the end. Hopefully, the soft tires will last that long as well. That's the most important thing. We'll have to keep an eye on that tire wear and see how it goes. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Grid lined up, ready to go. Here in Belgium, race number 1 of the night. 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go for the Belgian Grand Prix. That doesn't feel too bad off the line at all. Lando Norris getting an okay start as well as we cover off the outside line. Down towards turn 1. And we'll hold the lead as well. Beautiful stuff to keep us going. Hulkenberg and Hadjar did not make up any places on the opening lap so far, but there'll be a long run down towards Lacombe here. And let's see if Hulkenberg and Hadjar can maybe, on that soft tire, try and find some pace to get past Lando Norris. Keep your eyes behind us. Hulkenberg is going to try and go for a move on Lando Norris. We're giving the slipstream to hopefully get by him. Hulkenberg is by Lando Norris. It's an Audi 1-2, or is it? Lando Norris fighting it back, and I think he's got the inside line down here. That battle has just allowed us to pull away a little bit here as well, and we can try and manage that gap, but Lando Norris does hold off Nico Hulkenberg. It was a very temporary 1-2 for Audi, but Norris holds off Hulkenberg for the time being. But we have broke away from Lando Norris DRS, so I wonder on the next lap, maybe Hulkenberg can try and get by him. Let's keep pushing. We want to open up that gap as much as possible right now until that rain hits. How's our tires look on the opening lap? 5 and 4% the rears. It's not amazing, is it? Not amazing at all. Yeah, we'll get... DRS is available from lap 2, so I would imagine Hulkenberg does get by him. I mean, it's already getting right in the back of him down towards the bus stop here. He's all over at the moment. Great start from our teammate. Let's keep pushing. Oops, double shift by accident there. Obviously, we get the fast lap of the race there too. DRS is now enabled. Keep your eyes on that battle for P2, chat. Keep your eyes on the battle for P2. We may well see Hulkenberg going for a second spot here. Expect stars to be worse than mediums once you hit 25%-ish. Yep. I think that'll probably happen on like, what, lap 4, lap 5, something like that. Here he goes. Come on, Hulk. Get him. Make an Audi 1-2. Yes. It's an Audi 1-2, ladies and gentlemen. For the first time in Audi history, it's a 1-2 here in Belgium. Now, can he hold it? He's got the move done. He's into second place. But can he find a way to hold on to second place? They've still got Norris, Hadjar, Russell all there as well. Verstappen's actually dropped off a little bit here. Now drop back and give him DRS. Wait, chat, should I? Should we play the team game here and give Hulk DRS to defend against Lando? Is it worth it? Or do we just keep trying to break away for now? Either way, he's screwed when he pits. That is the problem as well, to be fair. The double stack right now is a big problem when that rain hits. You'll be a sitting duck when the wear hits that. Yeah, that as well. The wear's just about to hit 10%. This should be a new PB by a mile, 44.8.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
Good stuff. Play the team game, give Hulk DRS, you reckon? I mean, I think it's about to lose, well, it's got 5/10 to Lando. He might, I don't know. We're a little bit too far away on this occasion anyway for the consideration. I think he might be able to get done.
Just over 10 minutes time. Rain in 10 minutes.
Still over 10 minutes till the rain. And Hulkenberg loses P2. No. Hulk, don't do this. They're still side by side, I think, though. Nah, Lando's got him. No. That's a shame, man. Norris is back past Hulkenberg. He put up a worthy fight. Okay, well, if Norris is P2, then we've got to break away already, haven't we? We've got to try and break away. We've done a good job so far. But these tyres obviously are not going to last a huge amount of time. We're currently on 12% on that rear left tyre. We'll probably finish about 14% on this lap. Tyre wear is actually not as bad as I thought it would be. I am kind of like keeping it a little bit easy on these tyres right now. The grip feels good at the moment. Don't know if it will stay that way, though. I like this man's energy. I'll follow you. W viewer right there. W viewer. Thank you, Ray. I appreciate it. Now the final corner we go, and on to lap number 4. Keep 5 seconds here for the double stack. Keep both on softs. I mean, I'll tell you what, Hulkenberg's dropping here. Has he killed his soft tires already? He's lost DRS to Lando Norris. Has he destroyed his softs already? There's no way, right? Look how much time he's dropping. He might be about to get cooked by Hadjar and maybe Piastri here. Yo, Piastri P5 already, by the way. Damn. Piastri's flying so far in the start of the sprint race. Wow. Just like that, Hulkenberg is P4, chat.
Good morning, lad. Less than 3 excited for the new season. Sorry, I've been out for a while.
More than excited. Although, as an Aston Martin fan, I'm not that excited, but as a Verstappen fan, I'm excited, but not as an Aston Martin fan. Appreciate the 26-month resub, Rock. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, dudes. He probably fought with Isaac. Yeah, he did. And now look how much time he's dropped to Hadjar as well. He's a second behind Hadjar. He's fallen, chat. He's fallen off. Piastri's going to get him soon as well. Yo, this top 5 is not looking too good right now. Damn. It was looking very good on the early laps, but suddenly, 2 laps later, he's completely dropped off. Do you reckon he might have got damage? Because that pace decline is a lot. Do you think he might have damage? Norris pushed me in the gravel. Did he give you floor damage, Nico?
We're approaching the pit window, and you're going to be on mediums.
18% that rear left after 5 laps. Well, after 4 laps, actually. Possible, you reckon? Teammate status. Will that tell me?
Gap to your teammate behind, 8.4 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. They're in 4th. And the time last lap, 1 minute, 48.
No mention of it yet. No mention of damage. But his pace drop-off is very bizarre. The first 2 laps, he was completely cooking. And then just, ever since Norris got back past him, he's completely dropped off. I don't know. He didn't get Piastri didn't get by him at least that time, so we'll see if he holds it, but that's not great, is it?
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of it.
Yeah, tyres still feeling and looking good so far, so we'll keep going for now. It is starting to get quite cloudy out here, though, isn't it? Especially at the other side of the track. Down here, it is getting very cloudy. Sun is still poking through at the moment, but another lap or 2, and I think we might see some very overcast skies ahead of us. Weather report. Weather report. Weather report.
The rain's a few lap outs yet, but it is coming, so be careful. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Few laps away, apparently. I think lap 8's going to hit, isn't it? Lap 8 is when that rain's going to hit. Lap time's dropped off a little bit as well. 46.2 now. 21% that rear left tyre. I can't believe Southampton crashed out on purpose. I still haven't seen any footage of that, by the way. You guys kept saying that, but I saw no footage of it. I did also hear you were egging him on, so... Nico went to gravel, so lashed out on Lando instead, and it's blaming it on Lando. Fair enough. We'll validate it, don't worry. We'll validate it. Thinking end of lap 7. Probably a little bit more than that. I think maybe end of lap 8. Hulkenberg has just lost out to Piastri. That top 5 is looking suspicious, chat. That top 5 is looking very suspicious. He's dropped off a lot, isn't he? The FA want to trial a coach's challenge for subjective VAR calls. I like that, I'm not going to lie. I think that's a good idea. Let the manager decide if they should, if VAR should intervene or not. They do that. I know it's like, I know people don't want to, Americanate the sport or anything like that, but it does work quite well in America. They still sometimes get the decisions wrong, but, you know. The weather report said it was a few laps out, and that was last lap, so keep your eyes out on the skies, chat. Let me know if you see any liquid falling from the sky that definitely is not sweat.
Okay,
Thoughts on the when got offside rule?
Now, push.
I saw a lot of, like, you know, negative takes on it, but I don't mind the idea of it, personally. I'm willing to see what it's like, at least, you know? Kind of like the ice hockey rule a little bit with the blue line. We are on to lap 7 now. Let's get another update on the weather, shall we? Weather report. Gap to Norris still 5 seconds.
Dry seem like the best tyre for now.
Excellent. What a weather report that is. Dude, Hulkenberg is now 14. He's P6. Believers, it's time to accept our fate, I think. For those of you that believed, it is time to accept our fate. Hulkenberg is cooked. What headset do I use? I have the Steel Series Arctis 7, I think it is. Oh boy.
Box now, please. Box this lap.
No, Mark. Wait until the rain hits, man. Come on. Oh, boy. Okay, I'm feeling the sliding a little bit now. 29 and 28% those rear tires. Norris is 4.5 seconds back. He is starting to gain a little bit. That medium tire is definitely the better tire at this stage. Definitely the better tire. It is very grey out here, isn't it, chat? Very, very grey. What's Norris's lap time? Driving behind.
Norris behind. They're on old mediums. Okay, their tyres are 7 laps old. Time last lap, 1:46.0.
46.0. He was 2 tenths faster that lap, apparently. 2 tenths faster. It is indeed race week. It is indeed.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
Weather report. Where's that rain at, Mark?
Watch the conditions. We think there's rain coming pretty soon. Be careful. Dries
It is lap 8.
fastest tyre at the moment.
That rain is inbound. He is adamant. And I did say around lap 8 arrive. The sun is still poking through a little bit. Out of this side of the track, but it is also very cloudy out here as well. 4 seconds to Norris. He's gaining, chat. Norris is gaining.
We're expecting some rain soon. Expect the first drops in the next few minutes.
Come on. Out the final corner we go. On to lap 9. It is still dry with 6 laps to go. This is going to be a late call, isn't it, I think? Will it rain this lap? Oop. We're sliding a little bit through turn 1 and again on the exit. Yeah, these soft tires are cooked, I think. This soft tire is cooked. Use battery. We're not using battery this weekend. With the AI being really bad here in Spa, we're going to make it a bit more fair and competitive by going no battery. Or medium only, basically. Because the AI race pace and quali pace in Belgium is very bad. Which is why you'll see us not use battery too much here. On Sunday, 8th of March 2026, Sir Lewis Anthony Hamilton would take his first Ferrari win in Australia. The delusion is already setting in, huh? The delusion's already settling in. 3.9 to Lando. Oh, boy. 3.4 to Lando. Dude, he's getting a lot right now, man. His soft tire, sorry, medium tires are a lot better than our softs right now. Rain! I see rain, chat!
Now. You might want to review our strategy.
Wait, shit! Box. That was a very late call, but the rain has hit. Norris did as well. I'm gonna up the front wing a little bit. We'll go 5. I don't know where Hulkenberg is right now, but hopefully he's pitting here. The double stack should work out because he's so far back. Yeah, he's in. Cool.
Okay, mate,
It should be good.
Go.
What's that gap to Norris?
Turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Pit strategy complete.
What's that gap?
These tyres through to the end now.
Colapinto stayed out? Oh, you silly man.
Nico's coming in for his
Oh my
first
days, the
now.
gap to Lando. 6 seconds! Bro, how bad was his pit stop? He lost 3 extra seconds in the pits. Oh boy. Alonso stayed out as well. DRS disabled. Yeah, that was a very late call to pit there, but I'm glad we made it. And this is what I mean about Belgium, chat. In Belgium, when the rain hits, it is quite severe a lot of the time. It's always worth pitting early in Belgium. The last thing you want to do is get down towards the end of the Kemmel Straight and the rain gets intense and you have no grip for the rest of the lap. That's where the benefit was yesterday. That was a fast transition. Belgium is like that, man. Belgium is like that. If you saw the commuter race yesterday, you'll see how intense it really was. Ask for Hulk. Teammate status. We've got yellow flags, by the way.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 22.2 seconds. They're on a fresh set of inters. They're in 9th place.
Oh my god, he's P9. I mean, he'll jump up a couple positions, actually, because Colapinto and Alonso are both still on the dry tyres, so he might make up a couple positions, actually. But yeah, P9 is not great at the moment. Oh, that was nearly an off track. 4.3 to Lando. Whoa. Hold on. 4.3 to Lando. He was 6.2 at the start of the lap. What do you mean he's 4.3 behind me now? Lando, where has his pace come from?
No concerns at the moment. Just focus on the driving.
Okay, we just gained like 5 tenths the first turn there. I don't know how. Can we still flat out a Rouge? Yes, we can. I think Hulk is back into P7 now with Alonso and Colapinto pitting. The downforce change is coming. That happened a few laps ago at least. Even with just the tires changing, it made things very awkward. Come on. Out the S's we go. 5 seconds to Norris. Oh boy. The understeer right now is criminal. Morpheus, thank that for on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it, dudes. Welcome in as well. What up, X? How's it going, mate? It's a McLaren. I mean, that's a good answer, to be fair. He's not wrong. It is a McLaren. I think it's this middle sector here where he gains a lot on us. Watch that delta. Maybe he fixed damage he had. I don't think Lando had damage. Maybe he did, but I don't think he did. Oh, wow. Look how much he gains there. Those 2 right-handers is where a lot of the time gain for Lando is. But look at the gap to Hadjar and below him as well. Crazy big gaps. .6 to Norris. 58.0 is our lap time there. So I think that final sector is actually where a lot of the time gain for Lando is. That was a poor turn one there. Went a bit too deep. Still getting a little bit on it, though. And then we should be able to flat out Eau Rouge, which we do. The rain is definitely getting heavier, though. Does he keep it flat for Eau Rouge? No, I don't think he does. He lost a couple tenths at Eau Rouge, so he definitely does not keep it flat. Whereas we do, we're going to like that. This rain is quite intense, though, isn't it? Oh, boy. So when's this rain going to end again? Weather report.
The radar suggests that this heavy rain will be with us for a while now.
Oh.
Inters look like the best tyre.
Maybe it won't. Maybe it won't. Sounds like it's going to stay wet the entire time. Interesting, okay. Very interesting. You know what, Alfonso? A lot of people said it was min and stuff. I quite liked it. I thought it was pretty good. Still 12 seconds to Hadjar. Norris 3.2 behind. Tell you what, last couple laps could get interesting here. Could get very interesting. Should get the X out here. Hopefully that'll increase the gap a little bit. 58.4 was the lap time there. Let's try and get this turn one right as well. I keep locking up a little bit too much here too. Doesn't help. Which one have I got? It's the new Viking Berry one. Like I said, a lot of people were saying it wasn't great. It was quite mid and stuff, but I liked it personally. I wouldn't have it that much because it's a full sugar one, but it wasn't bad.
At least a 20-minute window of heavy rain.
This is like good weather for the mediums. I'm experiencing it after all. Yeah, a lot of you guys are after yesterday. A lot of you guys are very experienced in these conditions with dry tires. Especially Aura, bidding it into people on purpose. Viking Berry Huckelheim. Maybe I'll have to scratch that onto the can. In your top 5, really? I don't think I put it in my top 5. But yeah, I quite liked it. It was alright, but I went picking out again. Like I say, it's not one I'd have that much anyway because I don't drink full sugar drinks anymore. But purely on taste alone, I thought it was pretty decent. Norris still gaining. You like the Lando monster? It did grow on me, to be fair.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay.
I wasn't like a mass fan of it at the start, but it did grow on me a little bit. Where am I from? I'm from the southeast England. You despise the Lando monster? It depends if you like the melon flavors or not. If you're a fan of melon flavor, you'll probably like it. If you don't, then you're definitely not gonna like it. It's you know, love or hate sort of thing. Although, to be fair, as I said, I thought it was alright, so maybe it isn't just a love-hate thing. Did you enjoy the Viking one? Yeah, I did. Oh, yellow flags. No way is that a Hulk? Oh, my God. Okay, we can't do that flat out anymore. Bruh, no way, man. Ain't no way. This has been a stinky race for Hulkenberg. This has been a horrifically stinky race for Hulk. Started P3, got into P2 for a lap, and then completely fell off, and is now out of the race with 1 lap to go. Outrageous. Absolutely outrageous.
Nico's dropped out of this race.
I'm intensely shaking my head right now. Virtually. What a stinker. What an absolute stinker. If he does that in the Grand Prix as well, I'll be mad. Very, very mad. Okay, Norris has caught a lot, chat. Holy, 1.4 to Norris. Uh-oh. What lap did the rain arrive? Lap 9, I think it was. Still keeping it flat 3 Blanchimont, though. No, don't go deep. Uh-oh. Norris all over the back of me now. Here we go. One more to go, chat. Come on.
Okay, this is your final lap. Final lap of the race.
We've got a good exit out of that final chicane at the bus stop. Can we try and get a good turn 1 here as well? Just break away a little bit further. It wasn't too bad. We need a big rouge here as well, really, don't we? Little lift, but that worked out quite nicely. We do break away a little bit further from Lando Norris. He's running out of opportunities now. I think it's all going to come down to the last straight, isn't it? It is all going to come down to the last straight. That's a little bit deep there. We should get the late apex. These conditions are bad right now as well. This is quite heavy, this rain. Down towards pole we go. 1.2 still the gap right now between ourselves and the Brit. Lots of understeers. We try and go through pole and a little bit wide there as well. Trying to keep the car on the track. And that has cost us a few tenths to Lando there. Through the S as we go. You can hear it's McLaren behind us. It's the double right-handers now. We need a good exit here, which is tricky to do in these conditions. And out we go. And here comes Lando Norris. Half a second separating us down towards Blanchimont. Lando getting closer. And we'll go through Blanchimont now. He'll get a little bit of understeer from the dirty air. He gets the slipstream. Will he go for the move into the final chicane? Has a little look, but he's too far back. Through the bus stop we go. Can we get the exit against Lando Norris? Round the final corner we go. Checkered flag is out. And we will win the first race of the night here in Belgium. Lando Norris gave it a good go. He caught plenty of time, but we do hold him off. And we win the first race here in Belgium. But of course, we still have the entire Grand Prix to look forward to as well. So step 1 is done. We've got another big one yet to go, though, chat. GG. Wow. Yeah, not Lando, sorry. Hulkenberg retiring is bitterly disappointing for us, though. Very, very, very disappointing. Like I say, he qualified P3. I think he was running P7 for that retirement. And then, yeah, DNFs with a couple laps to go. So, kind of brutal, that. Kind of brutal. That was tight. I think one more lap would be cooked. Our pace in the weather there was not great. So, one more lap there and we definitely would have been cooked. So, thankfully, we did enough. But, yeah. 7 tenths at the end is all that separate ourselves and Lando Norris. We do take another win this season. Norris in second, Hadjar in third. He closed up a little bit, but not anywhere near as much as Lando Norris. Piastri in fourth, Hamilton fifth. Sainz and Verstappen in the top 7 there as well. George Russell scoring the final point of the sprint race as well. And Leclerc and Behrman got in the top 10. Behrman from 19th to 10th. Good result there, to be fair. But obviously, P10 does not score points in the sprint race. Yeah, we're going to check and see what happened. We'll actually check and see what happened against him and Hulkenberg as well. I don't really know how he got the damage. Well, I don't know if he got damage. But he was very slow after Norris passed him. That's all fine there. Let's go to lap 3. But once Norris passed him, he just completely dropped off, didn't he? Ooh, it's close. No contact, though. . 'Cause 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 ' And from that point onwards, he just fell backwards. Like, look at that gap just opening up. Hadjar died with the final chicane there, so that probably lost some DRS. Yep, Hadjar flies by him, no problem. We'll see when Russell gets by him. Pick a number 1 to 10. 11. See if I'm about there. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you can see the gaps here. He's already 3.2 behind Hadjar. He just had no pace. There's no, like... There's no visible damage. I don't know. Yeah, his return will be a mechanical failure. I think it was the end of the lap, right? Where he retired. But it didn't look like he was having any blaringly obvious issues. Just had no pace in the soft tire after 2 laps. Which is, yeah, really odd. And just started curving on lap 2. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, right about there. Engine says no. And then he's out of the race. Well, that sucks. Lindblad was also 35 seconds down as well. What happened to Lindblad? He stayed out on dry tires. But 35 seconds down is a lot, though. How did Lindblad finish 35 seconds down? No, I thought they might... Oh, that'll be white. Nice. Full throttles on dry tires in wet conditions. That sounds like a smart way to do it. That'll be why it was 35 seconds down then. Fair enough. What up, Pure? How's it going, mate? Who in the chat has a SimMagic Evo Sport thinking of replacing my Fanatec base? Ooh. I think I've heard of that. I've heard good things, I believe, but... Yeah, better off hearing from someone who actually has owned one. I'm assuming this is a mod? Yes. All right. Nice way to start the weekend, chat. We get a win on the first race of the day. But now we have to look forward to qualifying and, of course, the Grand Prix as well. But, question is, chat, do we take a new engine this weekend? Our engines are not in a great place right now. The first one is on 62%, the second on 65%, the third on 52%, and then one we're currently on is on 23%. So we probably could get away with not taking a penalty today, but we'd have to get through Hungary and Zandvoort with the current set until Monza, which would be the next opportunity to take a penalty. So I think it's a good idea to take one today. Last to first, you reckon? It would be a last first for us to do it. I mean, we could get through qualifying first and decide after if we want to do it or not. We could also use the older engine set for qualifying too, which might be a bad shout. And then after qualifying, we can put a new engine on. I reckon we could use battery, yeah. I'm down for that. I'm down. Okay. I'll leave the engine as is for qualifying, but then after qualifying, we'll put a brand new set on, and that will give us the... that put us in last place, I think. Don't even do quali, we'll send the challenge. Nah, we'll do qualifying. Breaking park for me will put us at the back of the grid anyway, so it's not a big deal. Like I said, we'll go medium ERS in quali anyway, and hopefully that'll give us a good fight for pole position, but yeah. All right, let's do this. You have the Alpha Evo Pro and you love it? With the FX Pro wheel? Nice.
High-speed straights,
yeah, I'm still in my Mazda right now, and I have no plans to change at the moment.
What is there not to love about
I think, like I said, the next thing I'd probably upgrade on my set is probably the pedals, but I'm in no rush for that. Only gear 1 to 7 available? Nah. The last of us challenge should be more than enough here in Belgium, I think. WDC predictions? We'll be doing our predictions tomorrow. For tomorrow's stream, we'll be doing our predictions, so make sure you tune in for tomorrow. We'll be doing both the drivers and constructors' predictions there. Right, let's go 3.2 laps of fuel. Obviously, we don't see this medium tire again for the rest of the weekend, do we? So We could probably do a lap of the medium tire now and just see how we get on. We don't see it again, so... Let's see if we can try and get through Q1 on a medium tire. I like the idea of that.
Right, the car's ready. Let's get it.
I'll upgrade the person sitting in the chair first. Yeah, you lost in the Community Race Championships, that person in the chair, so stay humble, buddy. Stay humble. I have the same modders here, but only the V-Carb, Williams, and Audi work for me. Any idea why? No. I mean, the mods I'm using are all individual rather than, like, grouped together. So maybe, like, download individuals instead.
We have a mechanic issue with the gearbox. 8th gear is not available. Sorry, we cannot fix this during qualifying.
I don't know, I'm seeing a number 8 right there. Yep. Yep, that's definitely a number 8. Typical Jeff misinterpreting the data again. That's what he does best. Giving me false information. I could only stay in 8th gear. Yeah, trying to get that bust up would be fun. How to turn on the back window? The virtual rearview mirror. It's in your OSD settings. You can turn it on there. 3 is an A if you squint enough, or if you cut it in half. Either or works. Alright, what's the tire temp saying? Rear's okay, front's in a little bit more work. There we go, it's not bad. Sweet, alright. Let's see, can we get through to Q2 on a medium tire? Using only medium ERS as well. We could always do back-to-back laps if we need to as well, so... Am I still on 5 front wing, or did it change it back to 2? I'm actually not too sure what it did. I think it might still be on 5. No purple first sector. Couldn't quite find it out. .4.0 for Bottas so far. That should be easily winnable. Purple in the middle sector at the moment as well. Are you playing official teams or with I don't know what that last word is, but these are modded teams.
Okay, there's a fault with the DRS. You will not be able to open the rear wing. We're working on a fix. Stay out for now.
Are you kidding me?
And we've dropped to P18.
P2's not bad. 10th away from Carlos Sainz, but... Bro, really?
We can work on a fix remotely.
What is going on at Audi right now? We had a Hulkenberg with a mechanical failure in the sprint race. Now we have a DRS failure in qualifying. Wonderful. Stars are meant to go on. Brilliant. Wonderful. Excellent. Fantastic. And it's still my mod and it'll fix it. Honestly, I kind of forgot about that, to be fair. I mean, I think if we box it, should fix it, right? Hopefully. We'll see. George Russell goes P1 now. Both the caddies in the top 5 so far. PS at 42.8. We might actually have to use a soft tire now, annoyingly. Well, it's what it is. Yeah, if we box, it should fix it, hopefully. If it doesn't, then GG. Kind of need that, otherwise we might be a little bit cooked. If they don't fix the DRS, then we might have to use our battery as a replacement for DRS. Going for the bug to happen where it instantly breaks again. There is probably a high chance that happens.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left. DRS will be offline. There's a fault with the rear wing system. Stay out. We can work on a fix remotely.
Cheers, Mark. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right. Well, let's see what happens. That might be quality over. It depends if they can fix it or not. I mean, we're still P4 right now. That lap might be enough to get us through to Q2. We'll see. Hopefully it fixes for future quality sessions. That'd be ideal, but... Or push to pass. Wait, wrong series. Yeah, that's create series. Punt to pass, we call that, actually. Let's see. We'll probably get the red message come up saying that they're fixing it. Yeah, there you go. 45 seconds. Let's see if they actually do fix it, though. It should be done now.
Repairs have set us back a little.
Okay, let's put the wing back to 2-0 as well, where it should be. We're only going to do one more lap on the medium tire, I think, as well. So we'll go 3.2 laps. Let's see. Let's go on track once more. And let's see if it fixes.
Okay, let's go.
What tips do you have for learning your wheel and pedals? Lots of practice. At first, it's a little bit tricky. There's a big learning curve to it. But just find a track that you're comfortable with and just keep putting the laps down. It's still dead! Bruh!
Your DRS is unavailable. The rear wing is down, so you can stay out while we work on a fix.
What did you guys do in the garage? Did you do anything? You just looked at it? Yeah, it's definitely still not working. They have until the end of this lap to do a remote fix. Otherwise, GG. You don't deserve a royal wing. Thanks. What up, Cake? Peter, sorry. Rear wing is optional, apparently. You should show off that cool mod I made for you. Oh, wouldn't that be fun to do? Wouldn't that be super cool to see the amazing rear wing we have? And what it's capable of. If they don't fix and use your ERS, we can try. Well, you can give it a go. We're down to P9 now, so... Engineers were having a field day just chilling in the garage. Meanwhile, I have no DRS and I'm cooked. Maybe we'll do the lap with ERS mode instead and see if that compensates. Vince is crying like the 2000s Hamilton. Nah, 2000s Hamilton didn't have to do a DRS. He had that going for him. Just use DRS and DRS zones. Yeah, not a bad shot, to be fair. All right, here we go. I gotta remember the DRS zones, though. There's only 2, so it should be easy enough. To be fair, I am a 10th up so far. Who needs DRS? Battery power all the way. Which pretty much sums up the 2026 regulations. On.
Okay, just 2 laps of fuel remaining.
Low key, it's staying the exact same. That's kind of crazy.
Okay, there's a fault with the DRS. You will not be able to open the rear wing. We're working on a fix. Stay out for now.
The Delta did I stayed the exact same. I am down right now, though. Flat out, baby! If in doubt, flat it out. A little bit of gravel. Oh, this is very, very even on the Delta right now, isn't it? Need a big final chicane here. Ooh, that bus stop though. Damn. I just gained 3.5 tenths in the bus stop alone. From P9 to P6 as well because of that. Lovely. Okay. Yo, that might be enough for a Q2 there. No DRS, no problem, huh? Brand's only 2 months away. Yes, sir. Can't wait. We don't have DRS? Nope, we do not. We have a DRS fault, so we have no use of DRS today. Well, maybe back for Q2, but for Q1, it's finito. I blame Alfonso. Yeah, that's fair. You know what? We can return to garage, actually. We don't need to look after these tires anymore, so. Right, let's have a look. We have... They're going to try and fix DRS again. Yeah, GG. That's not going to work, is it? We've got 4 minutes to go in this session. We are currently P6, a second away from Verstappen. What's our gap to the drop zone?
Repairing the damage to the car.
44.3 for Lindblad. Yeah, we're 8 tenths up right now, roughly, on Lindblad. So I think that should be enough to get us through to Q2. Hulkenberg currently only in P16 as well. So, eek. That's not good, is it? He needs a much better lap at the end of Q1 here. Okay. Right. Let's retire from the session. Let's see if we are through to Q2. And we are indeed. In fact, we stay P6 as well. So, not bad at all. Max Verstappen then finishes up on top here in Belgium so far. Piastri, Russell, Hamilton, Albon all in the top 5. Then we sit in P6 right now on the medium tyre, a second away from Max Verstappen. Leclerc, Lando Norris, Sainz, Alonso all in that top 10. Hulkenberg does make it through, but only by 1,000th to Arvid Lindblad. Holy moly. A 44.379 for Hulkenberg, a 44.380 for Lindblad. There is literally nothing between them. And that could have very easily been Hulkenberg out in Q1. He actually might be on fraud watch, you know, chat. He low-key might be on fraud watch. Also knocked out in Q1 is Ollie Behrman in P18. Lewis and Antonelli both knocked out as well. Another horror show from Kimi there, really, in P20. Lance Stroll and Esteban Ocon are both knocked out as well. But, yeah, both Audis are through to Q2 by a very minimal amount of time, really. But, yeah, we're P6. Our teammate P16. Let's try and see if Q2 will be better for us. And ideally, without any DRS issues as well. That'd be good. Makes more of a challenge, which is fun. Oh, 100%. But if we want a good result in qualifying, we need that DRS to come back online. Hopefully, it will now. We'll find out. Right, we have to use soft tires from here onwards. We are going to try and save a set of soft tires, of course, as well. You know what, actually? I think I might do this tire here, because this tire doesn't get given to us in the race. So we'll go for this tire. 3 points up is fine there as well. Sweet. All right, let's head out on track. Looking a little bit grey out there, but no rain is forecast.
All clear the garage, please. Car's ready to leave.
Try to drive as aggressively as possible on this track. It pays off. Copy. I will cut every single corner aggressively. Very important we do that aggressively. All right, let's start getting some tire temp into the tires. What's good, Kurt? Might actually just do a little bit of this to warm the fronts up a bit better. I was struggling a little bit with front temperature on the outlap, so maybe a bit of brake magic can help with that. We'll let this traffic go behind us as well, so we get some clear air. Keep them away from us. There we go, front's got nicely now. The rears come up quite easily, but it's just those fronts take a little bit longer. There goes the Red Bull of, who is that? Max Verstappen. Got McLaren behind us here as well. Okay, Verstappen is going to try and brake check me. Uh-oh, AI doing the AI things. Good. Let's put the brake bar sped down. We'll go 54. Shall let these two go behind me as well? Yeah, might as well. I guess an Alpine and Aston behind us here, so we'll let these two go. And we've got loads of clear space behind them to utilize. And that's Fernando Alonso. Beautiful. And now we get all this free air here too. That did cool the tire down a little bit though. Alright. That'll do. Hey, DRS is working! Finally. Yeah, front tire's still a little bit cold, really, but I'll have to deal with that. Oh, Christ. From the understeer, but we kept it in the track limits. That's what that matters. No purple first sector. (44.3) for Alex Albon. Kept it flat 3.1. Lovely. Purple middle sector for us, maybe. Let's see. 42.6 for Lando. Oh, not quite purple. At the moment, I don't think we're going to beat Lando Norris's lap time. Verstappen does a 42.5 now as well. Here we go into the final chicane. Nice on the brakes there. Good inside curb usage. Nice on the exit as well. DRS wide open. Here we go to the line. It's a 42.7 to get us going for Q2. Right behind Lando Norris and right behind Max Verstappen, who leads the way so far as well. Alonso Piastri in that top 5 too. I mean, that lap might be enough to get us through to Q3 there. Let's see what everyone else does. There's still a good few out there who haven't done a lap time, so yeah, let's see. Pretty great for no battery usage. Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad in the slightest. If we were using battery, we'd probably go like near 2 seconds faster, I'd say. But obviously, if we do that, it would be very uncompetitive against the AI, so that's the whole idea. All right, let's return to the garage. I think that lap might be enough for a Q3, to be honest. We'll see what everyone else does, but Leclerc goes P4. We've got a Williams and a McLaren across the line at the moment as well. Actually, that Williams pit. Maybe McLaren's pitting as well. Yeah, they are. Okay. Might have to hold on a little bit longer then to see where everyone else goes. How come we weren't using battery? As I said, if we use battery, we'd go about nearly 2 seconds quicker, which means we would destroy the AI, and it just would be kind of boring if it was like that. So to nerf ourselves and make it more fair and competitive against the AI, we restrict ourselves to medium only. And that makes it a much better, fairer battle for qualifying here. We'll probably do the same thing in the race as well, because the AI race pace generally in Belgium is just terrible. They really messed up the AI in Belgium for this season. Aren't we last anyway? Yeah, but it's still good fun to do quali, isn't it? Is Audi fast in your career? No. No. We are the 5th or 6th fastest. The car has come a long way, to be fair. It was the worst at one point, or second worst, I think. But, yeah. Prove you're 2.5 seconds faster. Nah, I want to try and keep it fair and competitive. All right, we're still P3 at the moment. Let's see if anyone else out there is on a lap. What about tires? What about them? How are we looking so far? 3/10 down of a step at the moment. We're about a 10th and a bit down on Lando as well. I mean, Charles Leclerc had a great first sector there. Look at that, 30.5 for Charles Leclerc. And his final sector was really good as well. So that Ferrari has a lot of very good straight line speed. I think Hulk is... Okay, Hulk's on a lap right now. Let's see where Hulk goes. Important lap here for Hulk. The AI usually get terrible exits out here. You can see how bad the exit is. Not looking like a great lap time. Ooh, 44.2 for Nico Hülkenberg. Ooh. And, yeah, he now goes into the drop zone because someone else went faster, which was Lewis Hamilton with a 43.2. So we are currently a second and a half faster than the drop zone right now. So, yeah, that lap should be more than enough to get us through to Q3 at least, even without the battery usage. So that's a very good sign. Yeah, perfect. All right, let's retire the session. Let's see if Hülkenberg can improve on his final lap. Will he be able to get through to Q3? Let's find out. Will he do it? He does not, unfortunately. Nico Hülkenberg is knocked out in Q2. He has had a very disappointing weekend overall, isn't he? He looks so good in Spring Quali, but since then has dramatically fell off. And now he's out in Q2 here in Belgium as well. So that is the last we needed, really. But Max Verstappen does take the lead so far here in Q2. Norris in second, Leclerc in third. Ourselves, we dropped down to P4, but most importantly, we are through to Q3 as well. Lewis Hamilton in P5, Alonso P6, Russell, Piastri, Albon, and Bottas all in that top 10 as well. And then leaving us in Q2 is Franco Colapinto. Our teammate Nico Hülkenberg is out as well. Carlos Sainz and Isaac Hadjar is knocked out, which is not good for the Frenchman at all. Perez and Gasly both knocked out in 15th and 16th as well. But yeah, we do have a Cadillac through to Q3, which is nice to see. We'll see if they can try and improve on their time a little bit in Q3 and maybe get a position or two. But yeah. Yeah, same time from Colapinto and Hülkenberg there. Obviously, Colapinto did his lap first, so he gets a position. But 44.220 for both Colapinto and Hülkenberg. But yeah, either way, they're both knocked out. So, right. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Q2 over and done with. On to the final qualifying session we go here in Belgium. Can we try and fight for pole position? It's going to be a very, very difficult one. But let's see what we can do. Of course, don't forget, we are going to try and save a soft tyre for the Grand Prix here as well. So, very important we do that. Very, very important. Need to give Nico a time, push him out of the bus stop. To be fair, it's the only way to make him improve in that bus stop is to push him through it. So, we'll use this old soft tyre for our first lap. It'll be a bank lap, nothing crazy, but, yeah, when we go for our final lap in Q3, we'll obviously bolt on a fresh tyre, and hopefully that'll find us a good chunk of time. Right, everything should be good to go there. Let's head out on track for our first lap.
Okay, engines fired up, we're set.
K-Gray's a gambling at extreme. Yep, he really is. Prediction is up, ladies and gentlemen. Do we qualify top 2 here in Belgium? Get your predictions up in the Twitch right now. All right. You better pole it. I already lost 15k VPs. I mean, P2 would be enough for you. We'll do our best. And see where we go. Like I say, first lap, don't expect anything too crazy. But hopefully that final lap we can try and put down some good time. Can confirm DRS is still working, by the way. I've got my house in this with the gambling. How much is the house worth, though? That's the question. Could have the value of a cardboard box, or it could have the value of an entire mansion with jacuzzis and swimming pools and tennis courts and all sorts. Oh. My poster just fell. That's not good, is it? I'll sort that out when we get back to the garage. Is that the Verstappen poster as well? No! Illegal. Alright, red tires are good. Let's just back off a little bit for these guys in front. It's an omen who's going to DNF this weekend. It might well be, you know. It might well be. Alright, here we go. First lap of Q3. I can probably brake a little bit later into that chicane there. Oh, I got that horribly wrong. Had to lift through poo on there. Not what I wanted to do. Got that entry all sorts of wrong there. .42.7 for Piastri. Purple middle sector for ourselves, though. Somehow. Don't know how that's a purple middle sector. Tires looking good. Let's get this final chicane right. Nice. Nice. 42.5 for Charles Leclerc. And it's a 42.8 for ourselves. You know what? I feel like on an old soft tire, that's not bad. We're about 3 tenths away from Charles Leclerc. But I feel like on tires that are 14% older than the rears, that is not a bad lap whatsoever. I'm quite content with that. Not too shabby. All right, let's get back to the pits. Down to P4 now. Someone else went fast. I think Hamilton went faster there. Has everyone done the lap here?
Okay,
I think so.
1 lap of fuel remaining.
I think everyone's done their lap. All right. And we still got a fresh soft to go as well. I'm quite happy with that, chat. I am not too displeased with that lap whatsoever. Why not use the RS? Otherwise, the AI will be too slow. So I'm avoiding using battery to keep it fair against the AI. Obviously, we are the only Audi in Q3 compared to the sprint quali, so we do want to try and the best we can. I mean, obviously, it doesn't really matter when we qualify because we are taking a penalty this weekend, but, you know, for the record books, it'd be nice to have another pole position, wouldn't it? Ferrari front rows, time for the weekend. Who knows? Who knows? But then an Audi P4. What kind of sign is that? That feels like a strange sign to me. Don't know if I like that one. It's very grey out here right now, isn't it? No rain was forecast. Why did you fall? Hold on, I need to take my gloves off. I can't do this with gloves on. I can't do it with gloves on. Say the weekend makes me excited for Sunday. Yep. Less than a week, chat. 6 more days. You know what? Let's just take this off. Easier. Boop. I gotta try and make sure I line this up though. That look lined up, chat? Looks lined up to me. Looks pretty good. Have you seen iRacing Arcade? Looks like such good fun. Does look interesting, that game. Does look very interesting. Not sure if I'd really play it that much, but it looks interesting. Close enough. As long as you guys are happy, then I'm happy. Right. How we're looking so far. 4 minutes to go in the session. We are down to P4 as well. Let's see if we can try and keep it that way as well. First sector, we are 2 tenths down on Hamilton, who has gone purple there. We are half a tenth down on Russell, who is purple in the middle sector. And then final sector are pretty much quite close there as well. 100, sorry, no. 2 tenths away, actually, from Hamilton, the final sector. Okay. I just read Aston Martin might only do 2 laps to retire the car so that vibrations don't cause more damage to other components. Yep. They're lacking heavily in parts, and reliability has been a big problem. If they get any sorts of failure, there's no guarantee they can replace them right now. So Aston Martin right now are pretty cooked. It's quite embarrassing, to be honest with you. Quite embarrassing. Everyone's heading out already for the final lap. Damn, okay. Minimum fuel. 3 minutes to go. All right, let's go.
Okay, guys, everyone be aware the car's ready to go.
Is it 4 a.m. for you lot in the UK? For the weekend? Yes. Yeah, 4 a.m. is when the... actually, I think 4 a.m. is qualifying, 5 a.m. is the race, right? Or is it the way around? Might be the way around, actually. Is that the way around, is it? Is it 5 a.m. for quali, then 4 a.m. for the race? Okay. Understood. Understood. Right, let's focus on tire warm-up. There is actually a few cars staying in the pits here. Looks like a Red Bull, which will be Verstappen, an Aston Martin, which will be Alonso, and the Cadillac, which is Bottas, I think, are all staying in the pits here. So everyone else out on a lap. Those 3 staying in the pits. Imagine being a Spurs fan and an Aston Martin fan. Dude, that sounds like a nightmare. You'd be praying that you actually wake up every day. From whatever nightmare that is. When is Dana racing with us? Whenever she installs the game, it'd be a good start. She even got the game installed, I'm pretty sure. I like my Sunday sleep, so we're watching the Extended Highlights from Channel 4. Valid. That is valid. I think I'm going to try and stay up to the race, because I fear if I try and fall asleep and then wake up for it, that'll be even harder for me, so... Sebring is so fun. It's a very fun track, but it's a complete wrist destroyer. Especially on a high DD wheelbase. Alright. Here we go, chat. Final lap of quali here in Belgium. Can we try and find the lap to put us up near the top? Let's see. We're already P4, which is pretty good. But let's see if we can try and find a little bit more. Nice turn 1.
Seconds left in the session.
Okay. We found over a 10 so far in the first sector. Keep that up, please. Keep that up. .42.3 for Lewis. Good chicane there as well. man, the understeer that's crazy. We good, though? Flat 3.1. Oh, this is looking good, chat. We're P6 now, though. We have dropped a couple places. Five tenths. Purple middle. I'm honestly not too sure how much we need for pole position here, but I like what we're doing so far. All down to this final sector. Oh, that was a little bit low on the apex there, though. That might be a problem. That might be a problem. We lost a 10 to the final chicane. Here we go to the line. 42.2. Is it going to be enough? Yes, it is. We're on pole. Once again, double pole here in Belgium. Lovely lap at the end. Despite that little mistake at the end, it was enough to see us through to pole position here in Belgium. And it was 300th to Oscar Piastri as well. Damn. 42.264 for ourselves. 42.302 for Piastri. So even with that mistake at the end, it was tight, but we did get through. Did get away with it at least. So P1 is Rebel Star here in Belgium. Both the Ferraris on the second row as well. Hamilton P3, Leclerc P4. Then we've got Norris and Russell on the third row. Verstappen and Albon on the fourth. And then Bottas and Alonso on that fifth row in Q3 as well. 1.5 seconds separating that top 10. I mean, like I said, a few drivers didn't do a second lap, really. So I would expect Verstappen to get through the field quite comfortably. But Piastri was very quick in sprint qualies. So we'll see if he keeps that up in the race today as well. But that, ladies and gentlemen, will do it for sprint quali. The Grand Prix quali. And we're on pole once again. Can we see it through for the victory? No. Because we start P22, chat. We are not actually on pole position. We may well have qualified there, but we are starting last on the grid because we are taking a brand new engine this week. So for the record books, we're on pole, but we will start in 22nd place for this weekend. So still plenty of work to do. Plenty of work. Funny thing is, that's the only race I missed is the 2023 Australian GP. Oh, man. 2023 Australia was wild. Very wild. For the record books, that's not a pole. In our record books, it is. I don't give a fuck what the official one says. Are we good to Max 23? Well, Max, when did Max start in 2023? I think it was P15, right? P14, P15? I believe it was. So we need to do a little bit more than that. But it's doable. It's doable. Unfortunately, we're not in a Red Bull, though. We're in an Audi. Which apparently is faster than a Ferrari right now, actually. So. Because I'm taking a new engine enough for that BS. Maybe no one knows to nerf yourself. Okay, to be fair, nerfing yourself definitely helps as well. But we have got some pretty worn engines this stage this season. And number 1 on the ICE is at 62%. Number 2 is at 65. Number 3 is at 52. Number 4 is at 25. So we are probably going to need an engine at some point. Belgium probably is a good one to take it in as well. So let's take a brand new engine set then. Put all of this onto a brand new one. All of these obviously brake park for me. We won't bother with the gearbox. No point doing that, seeing as we have so many. And that will do it. That means we will start in P22 officially. Challenge should be to use the 65%. Yeah, and try and survive. we'll probably stick to the medium ERS challenge, yeah. We probably will. Don't forget, chat, though. We are expecting some rain this weekend, which could spice up the order quite a lot as well. It is going to start off dry, but not for very long at all. Only the first, maybe 5-6 laps, maybe, will be dry, and then the rain arrives. It'll be relatively light rain, and then it will dry up again for the rest of the Grand Prix. So I'm thinking maybe like a soft into hard will be our strategy today, but I don't know. We'll have a look into it when we get into the official Grand Prix. But yeah, soft into hard would be a good strategy. Obviously, don't forget the hard tires are a step further down compared to the mediums and softs. I believe it's C1, C3, C4 here in Belgium. So the hard tires will be very durable, but also very slow. So we'll see if it's worth it. We'll see. But like I say, we'll have to play it by ear. We'll see what the weather does and decide where we go from there. As soon as you get a drop dive into the pits, yes. I think that's probably the best thing to do. Just like we did in the sprint race. That worked out perfectly, so. All right. here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the Belgian Grand Prix. We've got 44 laps of racing action here to come in Belgium. With all that rain coming, it should be a very spicy one. While the race loads up, I'm going to go take a quick toilet break. If you guys go have a drink or a snack, now's your chance to do so. And then we'll regroup in a few moments' time, ready for 44 laps of racing action here in Belgium.
Welcome to this visit to the Ardennes countryside. Spa-Francorchamps hosted its first Grand Prix back in 1925, and this historic track is loved by drivers and fans alike, and us here in the commentary box too. So it's a warm welcome from the Belgian Grand Prix. Spa-Francorchamps today, a circuit that spans 4.35 miles. There are tons of elevation changes along the way too. 19 corners making up this circuit, with 9 of those to the right and the remaining 10 to the left. This track's a great one for fans of pure speed, and the average lap speed comes close to a whopping 145 miles per hour. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Oscar Piastri lines up on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Norris, George Russell and Verstappen, Albon, Bottas, Fernando Alonso and Franco Colapinto, Hulkenberg, Sainz, Isaac Hadjar, Gasly, Lindblad, Ollie Behrman and Liam Lawson, Stroll, Ocon, Antonelli and Wang. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And alongside me today, former Formula One driver and former world champion too. See, told you I'd give you a big intro. Anthony Davidson, hello. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
It's so true, man. It's so damn true. If we...
I know, but let's just try and use the first lap to push your way up the order.
If we permanently lost Spa, it would be the biggest farce in F1 history, bruh. The fact it's even in rotation with Barcelona is a disgrace in itself. It shouldn't be nowhere near that sort of phase. We should be keeping Spa on the calendar for, eternity. But, there we are. Last of first will be this, a Kid 2020 type performance. We'll see if we're as good as Sergio Perez, that's for sure. Right, let's have a look at some strategy, shall we, chat? Do you reckon we do the same thing as a sprint race where we start on soft tires until the rain arrives? You guys reckon we do the same thing? I'm going to drop this fuel load quite a bit here, I think. A little bit over about there should be fine. 44.4 should be okay. Definitely start on softs. I think so as well. I think this will most likely be softs for a start. Then we go inters. And then, you reckon mediums make it to the end? Or is that stretching it a little bit? Could we do something like... Imagine this hard tire as an inter. Could we do... It's a lot of laps on the mediums, isn't it? We should be removing Miami. The fact they keep Miami but not Monza is crazy. Not Monza. Monza's staying. You might be thinking of Imola, though. Imola's off the calendar. Go wet to the end. Mediums felt good at 75% wear. When you were losing 2.5 seconds a lap to me? Yeah. I think it might be a bit much for the mediums, but well, again, we don't really know when exactly that reign's going to end. So I think definitely start on softs, then go inters, and we'll see how long the inters go for and decide based from there. I think 20 laps might be too much for the mediums, though. But if it's 15 laps to go and it starts drying up, I would consider an intermediate. But sorry, yeah, a medium, sorry. I might be lonely here, but I do love the fact that Portimao's back. I don't think you're alone there at all. I think most people are quite happy to see Portimao back. I feel like with the previous regulations of cars, Portimao wasn't the best, but with the current regs, it might work. It might work, but we'll see. But it's a fun track to drive, at least, so. I wasn't great at Portimao, but it was a fun track to drive. I think see how long the track stays down. 60 laps would be great for mediums. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Portimao's back. What did I miss? Yeah, for not for this season, for next season onwards. I think it's on a 3-year deal, is it? It's not a very big one. But next season, Portimao is back on the calendar for a couple years. All right, chat. Prediction time. What do we do for our prediction here in Belgium? I say, should we try and go for like top 3 maybe? Yo, Hulkenberg has made up a... No, never mind. He started P12 Richard, didn't he, actually? Never mind, ignore me. I thought it was lower down than that. Poor Nico make it in the race. Oh, boy. Top 5, you reckon? I think we could try and push for a podium. Also, take note, by the way, chat. Look at the different tires being used here. Top 10 is all on mediums or hards. Everyone below them is on soft tires. Other than Gasly and Lance Stroll, both on mediums as well. Everyone down the bottom 12 on soft tires other than those two. I think podium should be a good one to go for. Let's do it. Let's do it. Ditch Madrid and then rotate between Imola and Portimao in its place. Well, I'm willing to give Madrid a chance at least. Just like I did with Vegas. Vegas actually turned out to be all right. But yeah, with Madrid, I'll give it a chance to see if it's actually any good. If it's rubbish, then yeah, fair enough. But I'm always willing to give a track a chance. How is Stroll so good in your career? Yeah, to be fair, him being P19 is very good for him. You're right. You're right. Let's do that, though. Will we score a podium in this race? And I have a TikTok warning. Great. Wonderful. For those of you guys on TikTok, I gotta restart my stream. Unoriginal content is the reason today. Nice one. Good on you, TikTok. I actually think it's actually about once a week I get a warning on TikTok for something. This time it's unoriginal content. All sorts sometimes. For those of you guys on TikTok, I'm going to restart my stream real quick. So if you want to watch the race, you can come over to Twitch or just refresh my page on TikTok in a moment. And you'll see me live again. So back with you guys in 2 seconds. Extremely common L for TikTok. Imagine not having original content. It happens to me genuinely probably once a week. It's actually crazy. There we go. We'll see if it behaves this time. When did we qualify before the grid? Pen pole position. We were on pole. There's been so many crashes at the Madrid, that's why Barca is clear. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I did try the track before on a set of courts, and it was very scary. So, yeah, we'll find out. All right, that'll be our prediction, chat. Will we score a podium here in Belgium? All right, gloves are on. Let's do this, chat. It is time for the Belgian Grand Prix. We start this one, ladies and gentlemen, in P22. We start in last place here in the Spa-Francorchamps, and we've got a lot of work to do today if we want to try and score some good points. Our goal is to try and get in that top 3, and from P22, that's a lot of positions we've got to try and gain. The strategy we are doing for today, given the fact that it's going to rain very shortly, we're going to start on the soft tires for 12 laps. That hard phase is most likely going to be on the inters. So most likely be a soft to inter. Will it be mediums or hards at the end? I'm not too sure. It depends on how long that rain lasts. And we'll decide from there if we go for the mediums or hards. It all depends on when that rain finishes up. But for now, that is a strategy we are going to go for, starting on those soft tires. Fingers crossed, we're going to try and get a good result from here. Ladies and gentlemen, today's prediction will we finish in the top 3? We've taken an engine penalty for today. Spa-Francorchamps is a great place to take penalties, and we are going to take one today. We've got an entire brand new engine in the car. We start P22. Can we get back to the podium ways? Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Belgian Grand Prix. Ladies and gentlemen, the prediction is up right now. Will we score a podium here in Belgium? Get your predictions up in the chat right now. We start P22. Can we try and find the 19 places required? Get your say in the vote right now. That music ended quite prematurely, huh? We still got an entire half a lap to go. Always a good reminder of how long the Belgian Grand Prix is. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Belgian Grand Prix. It is going to be a tough race there with us starting in P22. And don't forget, we are not allowed to use hot lap or overtake for today's Grand Prix. Medium ERS is the most we're allowed to do. So overtaking will be more tricky with not being able to use any battery. So we'll see how much that affects our performance in today's Grand Prix. But we did take a brand new engine. We start in 22nd place. Getting back to the podium ways is going to be a difficult task. But with the weather coming in, with the weather changing and stuff like that, who knows what's going to happen. So let's drop the brake bias down to 54. And we'll run that for our run down towards turn 1. Decent enough on the parking. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Rest of the grid lined up. And here we go. 5 red lights here in Belgium. And it's lights out and away we go for the Belgian Grand Prix. That is a nice launch as we swerve to the inside down towards turn 1. Already taking on 3 cars, maybe even 4 or 5 as we head towards turn 1. Got to watch ourselves a little bit here. We don't want damage in the early stages. We're hooked on another car. We've got side pod damage. Oh, no. We've got side pod damage.
You might start to notice it soon.
Oh, boy, that is not what we wanted. On the opening lap, we have... Is it floor damage? Oh, it might be floor damage, actually. Might be right. We have floor damage on the first lap. And that is not good news at all. That will make the car Very unstable. We've got to be super cautious for the rest of this race. That is the one downside to playing on sim damage. But we were completely hooked on another car. We could not get past them as we look up the inside of Arvid Lindblad here down towards the hairpin. We're side by side with him. We'll get the outside into the next corner. We try and break a little bit later. And we are through on Arvid Lindblad. But that is a horrendous start for us. I mean, we made up plenty of places, but that floor damage is going to make it very tricky. So we'll see where we go from here. Maybe we'll still be okay. It feels okay at the moment, but I think we'll feel it more once the tire wears down as well. So once we try and up the pace and things, it'll feel worse then. But at the moment, we've just got to try and get through the traffic a little bit here. We're up into P18. Here we go down towards the bus stop. We've got a nice slipstream on Behrman. Lindblad not really closing up to us either. Floor damage reduces downforce only. It's not terrible. Oh, there's lots of movement up ahead of us there. Behrman going late to the inside. We'll try and wrap around the outside. We get the inside through the final corner as well. Can we try and get the exit? It's a little bit of a pinch against him. But we are through Ollie Behrman up into P17. Gasly and Lawson directly ahead of us now. Got to watch ourselves a little bit now. Just don't want to get any more damage than what we already have. DRS now enabled as well. Pierre Gasly got a poor exit for the final corner, but was able to do enough there just to keep himself in front. And through a Rouge we go. There's a 2 wide happening directly in front of us as we switch to the outside against the Alpine of Pierre Gasly. Can we get some slipstream? We got DRS now as well. Lawson onto the grass and just avoids any contact there. Gasly is going to try and make it a 3 wide. Look at this in front of me. It's a complete wall of cars directly in front of me here. And we cannot make any moves right now when that sort of thing is happening. Can we try and get the exit? Out from the right-hander at Lecombe. Gasly checking up a little bit as we look up the inside. With 3 abreast into the hairpin here. Can we try and slide our way through with the soft tyres? We get the outside line to the next corner. We're through on both of them. What a move that is. And into P15 we go. Holy moly. Outrageous stuff on lap 2, but we are into P15 now, and that was an important move to get done. Contact free as well. We had to keep it contact free. We don't want to get any worse floor damage or even side pod damage, but man, oh man, that was very hectic for those few corners. Breathe, Vince, your ball has started dying. Plenty more to come. Yeah, we know about the floor damage. Got to be careful of that. Colapinto's a little slow out of here. We could try a dive bomb into the bus stop. I don't think it's really worth it. He covers off the inside. We'll just let him have it for now. Lewis Hamilton, fastest so far. Your Vince started dying. Come on. Colapinto hold the inside. We'll try and squeeze to the outsides. Got to make sure we get DRS down the Kemmel straight as well. Otherwise, Colapinto might get me back. We're past Colapinto. Will we get DRS on Perez, though? I'm not too sure we will, you know. Oh, there was contact between those two through a Rouge there. Yeah, we didn't get any DRS, but we'll get a nice slipstream, though, at least. Down towards Lecombe. 100% Vince is the best driver at commentating on F125 content creators. I appreciate it. Thank you. I do my best to provide the entertainment for you guys. Alonso gets past Perez. Yeah, it's a shame we have no DRS there, but... Can we look around the outside of Perez? No, I don't think so. Let's get up down that range, shall we? Weather report.
We're expecting the rain to hit us any time now. Okay, dry seems like the best tyre for now.
He said what? Engineer, repeat.
Okay, dry seems like the best tyre for now.
That's not what I wanted you to repeat, but okay. Any time now. Okay, that's very early. I knew it was going to come early, but not that early. All right, fair enough. When did we qualify? We qualified pole, but obviously started last because of the penalty.
Okay,
Where's
so
Hulk?
we're far away from rain now. I'll keep you updated.
P7, I think. Am I seeing that right? I don't know. Oh, Perez, that's a late defensive move. We're able to back out of that move there, but Perez was all over the shop on entry into the final chicane. DRS on Perez down towards turn 1 now. He's got DRS as well. There's a big queue of cars up here, isn't there? As we look to the outside against Sergio Perez. He gets the X out from turn 1, though. And we'll have to wait a little bit longer. Teammate status.
Gap to your teammate ahead, 3.4 seconds.
Why is he lifting?
They're sitting in 7th.
Yo, Hulk's P7 right now. What a start.
1 minute, 50.2.
There we go. Past Sergio Perez, or maybe not. He's got a little bit of slipstream there, but we should be able to outbrake him into the chicane. And just like that we do. Beautiful. Into P13. I'm not really noticing the floor damage too much yet. The car still feels alright at the moment, so I don't know if it's worth making a wing adjustment to maybe help the downforce a little bit. But so far, the floor damage isn't too prominent. You can see in the bottom right, it's, what, kind of like orangey amber on the color. So it's not pleasant, to say the least. But we are getting through it. Vince gives Murray Walker vibes. That'll be the best compliment you could ever get. We're almost in the top 10 already. I wouldn't change the wing. Floor damage affects the both front and rear, so it's balanced damage. Okay. That's fair. I mean, I might up the wing anyway because it's going to rain, but I'm not feeling it too much right now. Alonso gets a very poor exit out of Blanchimont there. And... oh, the rain's here. Wait, the rain's here. Oh, I don't know. Should we have boxed there? I think we should have boxed there. That might have been a good opportunity. That might have been a very good opportunity to box. I think I kind of messed up not boxing there. I think everyone's going to pit end of this lap. Yep, Lorraine is already here. You see the drop onto the screen already. I think we messed up. I think we definitely should have pit. Oh my goodness, I had no steering direction at all through a Rouge. Bit of dirty air and some low grip on the rain. And kind of just went straight on there, really. Bottas trying to defend this. No, he's not. Couldn't really make a move there. Yeah, we definitely should have pit. I can feel the grip struggling already. Oh, man. Oh, man. On the outside, maybe a Bottas. Yeah, I'm struggling for grip. We definitely should have hit. Oh, my God. Box opposite Hulk unless it's really bad. I think everyone's going to pit this lap. I'd be surprised if they don't. Hulk is P7 last time we checked.
The weather's turning. We think it's time to box now.
Oh, we're going to get held up in the pits, aren't we?
Copy.
He did say lap 6 to box, though. I wonder if some people might stay out. Unless he's doing that because Hulk's pitting now. Maybe that's the reason. That's brutal, man. Everyone's going to box. We're going to lose some positions here, chat, I think. We're going to double stack. To be fair, I think a lot of teams might double stack those, so who knows? We definitely should have boxed that last lap. That was a missed opportunity. Yep, teammates in. Here we go.
Okay, Nico's into the pits. Nico in the pits.
That was a big missed opportunity not to pit there. Here we go. Let's up the wing a little bit here too. Duckelheim. Good shout. Duckelheim is here. Go! Go! DRS disabled. Oh, 1.9 stop. What a pit stop. Where are we? P15? I think a couple people stayed out, so we might have lost a position or two, but it's not as bad as it could have been. Alonso's only 2 seconds ahead, so that ain't bad. That ain't bad. I think one of the Cadillac stayed out, so... And McLaren stayed out on hards? No way. Do you remember... Do you know which McLaren it was? Which McLaren stayed out? Oh boy. This is tricky. Was it Oscar? Is it the lead McLaren right now that's not Pitt? Who was, which McLaren is it? The one in the first or fifth? Or both? I doubt both, but has to be Oscar's real life simulation. You might be right. You may well be right. Oi. Yeah, these guys definitely push the overtake down here, don't they? Any news on F126? Nothing yet. But the rumor is that it comes out in April. The DLC. Wow, okay. Holy, they are early on the brakes here, aren't they? Okay, it's because they got held up by everyone on the dry tyres. Fair enough. That was the easiest wheel to make on Bottas then. Not Bottas, sorry, Albon. Bottas got a bad exit too.
Don't forget, you got more control than ever
over
your ERS mode, so play around
Clean.
with your MFD.
Clean dive bomb. Unintentional, but a very clean dive bomb. We're ahead of Lando Norris into P7, chat. Hold up, someone spun on the final corner as well. That's one of the Alpines. I think Colapinto has lost it on the final corner as we get a big slide there at the top of Eau Rouge. And we keep it alive, though, and we sit P7 after all that. Okay. Not bad. We'll take that any day of the week.
But drains quickly, so use it with caution. Push, push.
You got it, Mark. You got it. Hulkenberg's currently P4 as well. Yo. Both Audis having a great start to this Grand Prix. We're up to P7. Our teammate up to P4. This is a wonderful start to this race. Given the fact we started 22nd as well with P7. Outrageous. Outrageous. Was the DRS fault fixed? Yeah, that was only a quality thing. Gritty, thank you for on Twitch for me. Appreciate it. Welcome in as well. Have the top two boxed? I would think so, yeah. Everyone should have boxed by now. If they haven't, then they're throwing. Norris is quick in this middle sector. We saw how quick it was in the sprint race, though, so maybe he'll try and challenge us. Come on. Norris gets slipstream all the way down through the final chicane. Looks up the inside through Blanchimon, but shouldn't be able to make a move there. And we'll hold him here, I think. Good stuff. They're so slow in this bus stop section, aren't they? All over the back end of George Russell here. Twitch is a much better viewing experience than TikTok. Facts. We can run higher resolutions on Twitch with no issues. And I respond to Twitch more anyway, so wins all round, I'd say. McLaren that into pit was Lando? Yep. Oh my god, look how slow they are for a Rouge, man. I gotta be careful they don't brake check me or something through that.
Okay, mate, lap times are a little.
Here we go on George Russell. He left that inside wide open. We've got the run here on George Russell. Can we outbrake him? A little bit of a lock-up as we head into the right-hander. Russell tries to hold the inside, but no way through for George Russell to hold that defensive position. And we're into P6. Lovely move. Very, very nice move. Charles Leclerc up next. You know what? Hulkenberg is pulling away here, you know. Hulkenberg low-key pulling away. No battery challenge? Sort of. The AI in Belgium are absolutely dreadful. So, to make it a little bit harder and a bit more fair, we're doing medium ERS only. If we used overtake, we would destroy the entire field. So, to make it a little bit harder and a bit more fair against the AI, we're using medium ERS only. And we're doing a good job so far. We started 22nd, currently P6. We had a terrible exit out there, though. And Russell will look to the outside through Blanchimon. I don't like the idea of going two-way through here. Thankfully, we had the overspeed just to keep ahead. And we'll hold off Russell that time around. Hulkenberg is having a fantastic race so far. P4 is really good. Maybe first podium of the season. Let's see. Poke, thank you for on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Here we go through turn 1. Obviously, no DRS does make it a little bit more difficult to overtake, but we're getting on with it. Good exit from turn 1 as well.
Looks like we're running on a dry track soon. Back to dry shortly.
Well, this might be a very short-lived intermediate phase, this one. So let's run Leclerc all the way down towards Lecom here. Ah, look at this. Should be an easy move. To the right-hand side we go on Charles Leclerc. We get the inside line into Lecom.
Okay, so gap
Nicely on the brakes. Made the corner into P5. Wow. We are cooking, chat. Absolutely cooking. Great pace so far. Even with the floor damage as well. We're cooking. Hards to the end or medium hards? Hards probably would get to the end, but they're just slow. They're just really, really slow. We could do a medium hard, maybe. I'm not too sure what everyone else is going to do, but... we do need to get past Hulkenberg here for the pit strategy, too. Got to make sure we get the preferential treatment. So we'll try and work on that gap to Hulkenberg as quickly as possible. And then we can see if we can hunt down the top 3. I mean, Hamilton and Piastri have disappeared so far. They've had a really good race so far. So hunting those guys down is going to be a little bit tricky, but... to the final chicane we go. Getting some time here, maybe. A little bit. Pedro, I think that's all on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it, dude. Welcome in as well.
Don't worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Oh, that was deep for someone. Rain's calmed down a lot. I would say it's evened out. I don't think it's calmed down as such, though. But 1.6 ahead of Leclerc already so far. Nice run for a Rouge. Weather report.
Inter seems to be the fastest tyre for now.
Inter's fastest tyre right now, so that don't tell me much. I mean, it's fair. What that does say is the rain should start lightening up, though. So keep your eyes out on the rain, chat. It should start getting better from here. As we approach the back of Nico Hulkenberg, now our teammate. I don't think the AI will do hard to the end. I'm not going to lie. I have a feeling they're going to do something else. I feel like 34 laps on hard tires is too much for the AI. I think they're going to do a second stop at some point. I mean, the rain is basically stopped now, right? And then the rain stopped.
The tyre situation's an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got for now.
AI probably do soft to medium. Well, most of them have already used a medium tire here. We can't jam. We haven't. We did a sprint race, didn't we? It's a sprint weekend, so we don't get the second medium tire, which is dumb. Going this lap with a double stack. We'll be really slow on the out lap, though. I don't think it's worth it.
Right, we need to get past here. Use overtake.
I think we just try and go for the move next lap on Hulkenberg. I think we can do it. We're getting plenty of time this lap. I think we can pass him. I reckon out of a Rouge. Watch this space. Track looks dry. I mean, the Insta's still quite cool right now. 76 degrees is pretty good. Look at that run. Look at the run out of a Rouge there. Side by side with our teammate. All the way down the Camel straight. He's got a little bit more top line speed, though. Can we outbrake him? Still side by side through Lecom. We'll get the inside through the second part, though. And just like that, we are into P4, which gives us the pit stop freedom from here. Easy enough to overtake him. Very easy. And we are into P4. Just 11 laps ago, we were P22. Fast forward 11 laps, and here we are in P4, fighting for the podium. What a race so far, man. We are cooking. Full gas. Are they taking our Rouge flat? Are they fucked? They barely even take our Rouge flat when it's dry. The AI suck in Eau Rouge. Tire temps. Tire temps are... They are starting to warm up. It's still kind of greasy out here, though, to be honest.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 2.5 seconds.
It does feel kind of greasy still. 110 AI. Yep, we're on max AI. We use the highest AI level possible. Everyone's staying out at the moment. I mean, it is also very overcast here, isn't it? Out the final corner we go. Lap times are 57.6. Granted, we was in a battle there as well, but... Whoa, that was almost too deep. We're good. What's the R&D saying for you in the AI? Both on standard, I think. What did I miss on quality? You doing a last and first challenge? Pretty much, yeah. We took a brand new engine, and within 12 laps, we've gone from P22 to P4. Catching the top two might be a little bit tricky in the dry, but we'll see. We're 5.6 behind him right now. This is the driest it's been so far since it started raining, I'd say. Tire temps are at 87 degrees on the rear. I think we're getting close. It's not quite there just yet, but we're getting close. Will it be end of this lap? The gap was over 6 seconds to Piastri. Yeah, the fact it's 5.2 already then says we've got some very good pace. Very, very good pace. Maybe it changes in the dry, though. Hard or medium? Well, that's the question, really. What tire do we go for, chat, when we pit? If we go hards, we can probably get them to the end, but they'll be slow. If we go mediums, we'll have to stop again, but the error's enabled. I think we've got a box here, chat. I think we've got a box. They're staying out! Box. We only have one medium tire. Everyone's staying out.
Okay, forget the targets for now. We've got to focus on the pit stop.
Hards for now. Yeah, you sure? Let's set the wing back down as well. All right, hard tires it is. We could always pit again from medium tire at some point. There is that option. Oh, that was a slow stop. Rear left didn't go on, I don't think. 4.3.
Okay, we had an issue removing the left rear wheel. I know it's not ideal, but
That's
let's get behind us and finish the race strong.
Is that our first slow stop? Without it? Oh. Didn't like the idea of going too wide there in these conditions. We'll get DRS back on Stroll, though. Around the outside we go. He was temporarily past us, but we quickly get back by him, or do we? Yeah, we do. Hards do not feel so bad so far. Your career's full of slow pit stops. I've not had many, not gonna lie, this career. I remember around my team was very bad for slow stops, but this career so far has been pretty solid. That slow pit stop probably has cost us a few positions there as well. He probably would have been ahead of Colapinto, but unfortunately, not the way it is. Come on. Teammates in the pits. Everyone's boxing now. Here we go, chat. Everyone's boxing. Let's see if we can try and get a good undercut here. And thankfully, we don't collide with our teammate either in the because the pit stop shenanigans. Lovely. Let's see where we're going to be. What tire are they going to go on as well? That's the interesting part. I see hards on the guys in front. Norris on mediums. Lots of hard tires here. Are we past Verstappen? Oh, not quite. There's Hulkenberg. We'll get the exit on Hulkenberg. And we're back into P4. But we have gained on Max Verstappen. We'll actually have DRS out of Rouge here as well. So can we try and get past the Dutchman? We'll try and get the exit through Rouge. And we'll get the DRS wide open on Max Verstappen. Here we go for P3. To the outside we go. And we are into third place here in Belgium. For the first time this Grand Prix, we find ourselves in the podium spots. This has been perfect so far. Absolutely perfect. Gap to Hamilton, 5.8. Gap to Piastri, 7.8. Piastri's on medium tires, though. Interesting. Very interesting. Both McLarens are on mediums. Would have been P3 if it was a normal stop. Yeah, probably. Maybe a couple seconds close to Hamilton as well, but... oh, well. Happens. My tires still are a bit cold. I've got yellows behind. Someone's off. Someone is off.
The gap that we're trailing the car ahead by 5.5 seconds.
Are they going to be stuck? Oh, this might be a safety car. They're stuck. This is going to be a safety car, I think, chat. They're still stationary. They're moving again now. That could have easily been a safety car. I don't know who it was, but someone was stationary in that middle sector, and they were stuck there for a while, but no safety car. That could have very easily been one. Kike, thank you for the follow to stream. Appreciate it, dudes. Welcome in as well. Interesting to see what they'll choose later on. I would imagine they'll go hard tires. They'll probably go mediums until like lap 28, 29, then probably go hards from there. It can't be a sense when you haven't passed the pit. You got a good point right there. You know the game better than I do. Yeah, Piastri's 9 seconds ahead already, so that medium tire is flying so far, isn't it? As expected, though, there is a gap between the mediums and hards on the compound, so we are breaking away from Hulkenberg behind, but Verstappen's still staying in DRS right now. And we are gaining on Lewis Hamilton, too. 4.7 the gap right now. So we'll keep on pushing. What's the crack with the duck? It's not raining anymore, doesn't matter. We only have the duck out when it rains. You know what? He didn't fall off the wheelbase this time, chat. Fair play to him. He's getting his balancing act sorted out. In Duckelheim we trust. Find out Verstappen's strat.
Okay, gap to the car ahead.
I was about to.
4.1 seconds.
Driver behind.
Verstappen behind you now. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 2 laps old. Time last lap, 1:49.2.
He's taken the hards to the end, isn't he? Max Verstappen has taken the hards to the end.
Verstappen's behind. It is
Did we break DRS there?
race, but we keep them behind, please.
Yeah, I think we might have, actually. He's not getting us in the straight, so I think we broke DRS to Verstappen. So Verstappen is going to try and take the hards all the way to the final lap, which is a long way to go. What about Hamilton? Let's see. Driver in front.
Hamilton's ahead of you, and the time last lap, 1:50.2. Okay, gap to the car.
Whoa,
in
whoa,
front,
whoa, whoa, whoa.
3.8 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 2 laps old.
He's also taken the hards to the end. So I think the only people who are going to stop again are the ones who are currently not on hard tires. If you're on softs or mediums right now, you are definitely pitting again. If you're on hards, you're going to stay out to the end. That's the general assumption I'm getting. I don't know if we'll take these hard to the end, though. I mean, like I say, wear-wise, the hard tires are great. They barely wear. We've been on these tires for a while now, and they're only on 5%. So we could definitely get them to the end. I just don't know if it's the fastest strategy to the end. I think once Piastri bolts on a new tire, he'll be even quicker. And at the moment, he might even get a pit stop on us soon. He's got 7 seconds to Hamilton and 10 to us.
5 seconds.
Speaking of Hamilton, we're only 3 behind him now as well. We've got some good pace at the moment. Only taken Knuckleheim a few years to get his balance right. Yep. But you know what? He got there in the end. That's all that matters. What happened to the floor? We got into contact on lap 1 through turn 1. And, yeah, took some unfortunate floor damage. I've not really felt it, to be honest with you, though. It's not been too bad. I was expecting it to feel more sort of understeery or oversteery or something, but I've not really noticed a big effect of it, so maybe we'd be even fast without it for all we know, but either way, we're still doing all right, so we can really do. Is it worth the risk taking the hards to the end? I don't know. That's a bit wide there. I don't think so, personally. I think the hard tires just going to be too slow against the fresher tires. And the faster tires as well. Norris is already P5. Keep your eyes on Lando Norris here, chat. He might catch us being on the faster tire. He's got to get by Verstappen, but I think he'll do that quite easily. Varney, I think they're full on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it as well, dudes. Appreciate that follow. Around lap 30, box for mediums. There should be a right to 14 laps, right? I'd imagine 14 laps should be fine. .48.0. Once Norris gets by Verstappen, 47.2 for Norris. He was 0.8 quicker than us that lap. Once Norris is by Verstappen, we'll check his strategy. But I'd imagine all the medium tires are going to pit again. I don't see those mediums getting to the end. I just don't know what tire they're going to use for their second or third stint, I should say, really. Actually, it'd be fourth stint, wouldn't it? Yeah, it'd be fourth stint. Where's my bottle? Inside out right now.
Okay, gap ahead, 1.8 seconds.
We're cooking so far. 1.9 to Hamilton, still gaining. When did you pit for hards and what's the current wear? Current wear is 6% on the rear tires. I think it was like lap 11 we pit. I don't know exactly when we pit, but I think it was around lap 11. Norris is within DRS range of Verstappen here. Green middle sector. That was an unnecessary amount of time on the outside curve there. Whereas basically 1% a lap then. Yeah, it's been really good so far. If anything, the front tires are still a little bit cold, but, you know. They still feel fine. I'm not really pushing the fronts too hard, so... Norris is all over the back of Verstappen right now. 47.7, new PB. But a 47.0 for Lando Norris. Another 0.8 quicker there for Lando Norris. That medium tyre is super fast right now. Although I will say, that gap to Piastri, I feel like has stabilized a little bit. Norris is quick, but I don't think Piastri is quite as quick as he once was. Keep an eye on that gap to P4 here, chat. I think we're about to see Lando Norris make the pass.
Right, we need to get past here.
Maybe pit around 28 to 30. Yeah. We were thinking around lap 30 to pit. 14 on the mediums should be okay. Oh, Norris didn't pass him, actually. Interesting. That will hold Norris back a little bit. Yeah, the front tires are not an issue at all. We might get DRS and Hamilton here, you know. We are getting a good chunk of them. We've got some nice slipstream down towards the final chicane. Let's see if we can try and get it on lap 20. Don't know if we'll pass them just yet, but nowhere at all, hardly. We are not struggling on tires at all. And again, that's what I mean. The hard tires around here are very good. They're very durable. Well, when I say very good, I mainly mean very durable. They're not very quick, but they're very durable. There we go, DRS and Hamilton. Maybe we do pass him actually this lap. Can we try and get the X out? Turn 1. Oh, we nearly didn't. That might make passing a little bit more awkward. 2 steps harder does that. Yep. It says a lot when we're struggling on tire temp as well. The rear tires are good, but the front tires are literally cold. We have a warning sign for how cold the front tires are.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 8.
Yeah, too far back.
7 seconds.
Purple first sector, though. And Norris has finally passed Verstappen as well. So expect him to catch us. Gap to Piastri, chat, down to 10.0. I think Piastri's struggling a little bit now. Has he already seen the best of the medium tire? You never know, this is a warning sign. Yeah, there's a warning sign when the tires are way too hot and they're way too cold, basically. Actually, I'm not too sure if it comes up when they're way too hot. It might be cold only. That's not a great middle touch, though, with that dirty out. Do you think the AI will do AI things to send the mediums to the end? That's a good question. Let's find out. Driver behind.
Norris is behind you. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 6 laps old. We think they've got one more stop.
Yeah.
Last lap, 1:47.5.
So he is stopping again. Again, I don't know what tyre to. Most likely onto the hards, but those on medium tyres right now are definitely stopping again. You get that warning at Japan a lot? Really? Interesting. Norris is coming. He is. But our eyes right now
Just focus on the driving.
are looking in front of us. Because we've got Lewis Hamilton within range here. We'll have DRS through the Kemmel Straight. This will be the battle for P2. Here we go. Great slipstream on Hamilton. DRS wide open to the outside against a 7-time world champion. He tries to come off the inside, but cannot do it. And we are into second place here in Belgium. What a race so far from ourselves. Just 20 laps ago, we started in P22. 20 laps later, we are P2. What a stint so far. What a stint. Verstappen is back past Lando Norris as well, by the way. That could be big. I think the medium tyre might be done. I think the medium might be finished. Piastri down to 9.5 now. Obviously still a pretty big gap, but if those tyres are struggling, we can work it down. We just got to keep chipping away at that time. There probably is one out there, Paolo. Most likely. Go watch that grass on the entry there on the left side. Don't want to do wide in Zandvoort. Hamilton got a terrible X out of that chicane. 47.1, double purple. I think it was only a 10th away from the fastest lap there. And I don't think Hamilton will... No, Hamilton will not get close here. He will not get close enough for DRS, so we should be able to hold that gap quite nicely, hopefully, against the 7-time world champion. And now we can set our sights on what's next in Oscar Piastri. We have half the race still to go here. Lap 22 of 44. We could still win this race, chat. But we've got to get this strategy right. Do we take the Haas to the end? Do we pit for a medium tyre? It's still advantage Piastri right now, despite him having to pit. But can we try and swing at the odds in our favour? Medium's cooked already? Yeah, I think so. He's not gaining on us anymore. And Norris didn't pass Verstappen again either, so... Oh boy. A little bit on the gravel. We can get P1 because he needs to pit, right? Yeah, if we stay out to the end, we will take P1. But that's assuming we have the pace to stay out to the end. That's the big question mark. How long is pit lane? I think pit lane time loss here is about 18 seconds. It's not that bad. He'll probably come out right ahead of that second Ferrari.
Well done, but be aware these tyres need to get us to the end of this race.
Holger's still doing quite well as well, isn't he? I think he's P7 or P8 right now. .7 to Piastri. Still chipping away that time. Norris might get back past Verstappen here as well for P4.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
When's the F126 game starting? There is no F126 game. There is going to be a DLC though for F125. So if you want to play F126, the only way to do so will be via playing F125. Are we going for a 1 or 2 stop? That's the question, really. Whether we stop again from here. How much fuel do you start the race with? We started 0.4 over, and we're currently at 0.6, so you could probably start the race even on fuel and you'll be okay. Maybe you could actually underfuel a tiny bit. Just don't do it too much. Norris has passed Verstappen again. Those guys are having a bit of a war out there, aren't they? 8.6 to Piastri. Come on. We keep on closing that gap.
Great stuff. It looked like you made easy work.
The release date for the DLC is rumored to be in April. There's no official confirmation, but the rumors are in April at some point. So, if that's true, we're only a month or so away. But we have no idea when the actual DLC is going to drop yet. We just know that the rumor is in April. 7.9 to Piastri. Got to start playing that Jaws theme tune at this point. Norris held off Verstappen this time as well. Those medium tyres are definitely not doing too good, are they? That's a little bit deep, that. Come on, man. %15% on the rear tyres. Yeah, it's pretty much just over 1% per lap, really on those rear tyres. We'll definitely be able to get these to the end. It's just, as I said earlier, whether it's worth it. But I'm not too sure when the guys on mediums are going to pit and to what tyre as well. They might go hards, they might go softs. We'll be a test of patience here. Am I going to burn some ERS? No. That's part of the challenge today, is to stay on medium ERS only. Norris is within DRS of Hamilton now. We might see Lando getting into P3 shortly. .1 to Piastri. We're chipping away that time. What was his last lap time? Let's see. Driver in front.
McLaren driver ahead, and the time last lap, 1 minute 48.1. Piastri's ahead of you, and gap to the
Did he say 48.1?
6.9 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 11 laps old now. We think they've got one more stop. This is excellent stuff. You're closing in by 7.
If he said... Yeah, I think he said 48.1. If he said 48.1, then yeah, we gained around 7/10 that lap. We're fast, chat. Even without battery burning, we are fast. Let's see if it stays that way, though. Norris is right at the back of Lewis Hamilton here as well, so expect a change for P3 very soon. I love how our front tires are still cold. Pro tip, drive slower. Yeah, if you're Oscar Piastri, that's definitely working. 100% that's working if you're Oscar Piastri. 47.6 that time. It's a little bit slower that lap. Keep me consistent in the 47s though.
18.2 seconds.
After about 14 laps, the mediums are dead. I mean, to be honest, it seemed like less for the AI. Once we got to around lap 20, they were struggling quite a bit. And that's only getting worse, so maybe medium ERS is the new meta. To be fair, I mean, a good way of working on your consistency is by being on medium ERS. It's a very good way of working on your consistency. Keep the battery level the same. And just keep doing the laps. Piastri just like me, for real? Nah, if Piastri was like you, he would drop to P11 very quickly. Put another 1 next to his name, and that's basically your noob. Fair play. He did in Australia. Yeah, that was quite a fumble, that. Go back to the points, to be fair. Also put off a very nice move through the S's on your go as well.
The gap's currently about 6 seconds to the next car. Let's see if we can reduce it when we can.
6.3. It cost him the WDC. I mean, there was many factors which cost him the WDC, really. I would argue bidding it in Baku might have been even worse, to be honest with you. Did you just call Lando Norris your goat, Dewey? What happened to you, buddy? What an absolutely satanic thing for you to say.
Tyre condition still looking good.
47.1, nice lap. That was almost a PB. Baku was definitely a momentum swing.
Okay, you're catching
It's so weird, isn't it? Like, I don't know what happened, but ever since Baku, he completely dropped off. Like, I don't know if it was a confidence thing. I don't know if it was like a McLaren thing. I ain't got a clue. But ever since Baku, he just completely fell off. Super strange. It never, like, felt right to me. It never sat right of how Piastri's season just turned around like that. It was a burger promotion? It must have been. I blame whatever the Australia burger chain is called. Norris passed Hamilton, by the way. And we're 5.5 behind Piastri now. We're still gaining. Monsters Hope Lando, then the touch in Singapore, followed by the crash in Austin. Yeah, there was a lot of things, wasn't there? It was all strange. All very, very strange. Straight after the summer break as well. Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. Like, it just felt like that second half of the season. It just... Yeah. It always felt odd. I heard from friends, the French commentators immediately saw Oscar had problems at the start. At the start? What do you mean at the start? Like at the start of the season, or...? Because I remember after Zandvoort, I was heavily confident that Piastri would get it through to the end. I'm sure you can find plenty of clips of me saying, like, you know, Piastri would very comfortably get the World Championship.
Okay, we need
But
to
I
push
don't
now.
think anyone
We'll be able
expected
to
the
take
second half of the
more
season
power.
turn the way it did. Like, my man could barely even get on the podium in that second half of the season. Oh, start of Baku? Yeah, maybe there was already some issues going on, but it didn't help that he immediately stalled it either. Again, maybe that was a car-related issue as well, I don't know, but... 4.8 to Oscar Piastri right now. With 16 laps to go. When are we going to see that pit stop from the Yossi? And from Lando, to be fair, as well. Both of them got a pit still. McLaren probably paid him to bottle. And the thing is, right, I don't think it would have been a good look for McLaren at all if Piastri won the World Championship. Because Lando was the heart of their project. When Lando first signed for McLaren, the entire project and the entire team was kind of built around him. Very similar to like what Red Bull, you know, viewed Max as. The way Red Bull viewed Max is kind of the same way McLaren viewed Lando. So I always felt like, personally, there was kind of like preferential treatment towards Lando because he was the main man, you know? He was the man they wanted to build that car and that team around. So I think if Oscar had won the World Championship, it'd have been a bad look at McLaren simply because of that. And then they come up with this whole like papaya rules thing as well, which I think was just like a PR thing more than anything, but... Oh, Jesus. That was a lot of understood that. Lando is too arrogant. I don't buy into the whole arrogant thing, to be honest with you. I think if you're an F1 driver, you have to be arrogant, you have to be confident, you have to have a bit of an ego. I don't really buy into it too much. I mean, if you want to talk about arrogance, then let's be honest, Verstappen was probably the most arrogant driver ever. But, in my opinion, if you're going to be arrogant, you've got to show that you can be arrogant, right? Show that you deserve to have that arrogance about you. And Lando did. He got the championship. .47.2, man. Purple final sector.
Beware, these tyres need to go the distance.
Would I take Piastri or Lando? I don't know, to be honest. I'm not really sure. Lewis Hungary 23 or Brazil 24 is arrogance, if you ask me. I'll be honest, I remember. I don't know the correlation to that, but who are you and what did you do the real Vince and reach stage 5 of grief acceptance? When was I ever going through the 5 stages of grief? Is that... No way, is that Hulkenberg slowing down again? Are you kidding me? Hulk. Are you kidding me? Brother, please. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? He's 2 for 2
Okay, Nico's
this
gone
weekend.
out of the race.
He retired the sprint race for mechanical failure, and now he's retired the Grand Prix for mechanical failure as well. Brother, please, man. What's going on? Oh, Piastri's in. 14 laps to go and he's in. I need to know what tire he's going on to. That might be a soft, I don't know. No, he's gone hards. Chat. Decision time. It's decision time. We've got 13 to go. We have a new medium available.
Caution, caution.
Or we can take the heart to the end.
Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead.
That's so sad to see Hulkenberg just sitting there. You reckon just hang it out?
Okay, clear.
Stay out, no way. Hard's going to do anything important late on. What's our wear right now? 25%. Oh, they understood that. God damn. I'd imagine Lando's going to pit this lap as well. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's watch the gap to Piastri for the next couple laps. If he gains significantly, maybe we go for mediums. If he doesn't gain at all or barely catches, maybe we'll just hang out to the end. Are you confident medium will do it? I think so, yeah. I think a medium will get to the end. Like I say, let's play it out for a lap or two and see what happens. Right now, the gap is 18.0. So let's watch that gap. Our lap times are 47.7 there. Is this on PC or console? PC. There you go, Lando's in.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
Yeah, Lando's come out in P7 by the looks of it. Right behind that Merc. Piastri's getting about 4/10 so far. That's not really a lot, is it? I need to stop going too deep here. Shocking how Ferrari have screwed over Charles. You mean in this race, or? If you beat, you only have to overtake four cars and they're close to each other. I think we can win on either strategy, to be honest with you. I genuinely think we can win on either strategy. We can hold out these hards to the end, and I think we can win. And I think we could go mediums to the end and also win. Lando's backed up by hards, yeah. I'm not too concerned about Lando. He hasn't gained a lot, barely any. I think since he's pit, he's only gained 1 second so far. .47.3 that time. This will be a nice bit of redemption after Silverstone, though, if we can win this. And we should win this. But to be fair, even if we get a safety car right now, we just whack on the medium tires and GG. I think no matter what, we are in the best position here. We are 100% in the best position. Anything we do, I think we're favorite. I'm very confident enough. showing so far. I mean, Piastri actually has lost a little bit so far this lap, hasn't he? $11 laps to go. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That confidence could easily get knocked, though, if I spin out. Very easily. %27 is the worst tyre. Temperature's still a little bit cold, but again, not a big deal. We're dealing with it all right. Yeah, track position is definitely going to be more important, I think. And I don't think he's gained anything this lap so far. Gap has kind of stayed roughly the same. 47.2 for ourselves there too. How do you split your screen? What? Why have we got damage on the sides? It's floor damage. We picked up a bit of floor damage early on. But to be fair, as I said earlier, I've not really noticed it that much. It's not been too bad. It's felt okay so far. Just gotta try and see this through now. It's a little bit deep there. Keep doing that hairpin. Keep going a little bit too deep. I would say, like, it feels a little bit understeery maybe, but not really by, it's not really killing me as such. Would it be better to move the brake bias to help the back tire and front warm up for better grip? If anything, we want to bring the brake bias forward a little bit, but again, I don't think it would really make a big difference at this stage. And I'm fairly happy with the car overall. I don't think it's really worth changing too much at the moment. Now, Piastri's still barely gaining, is he? Nikolai, I think that's what I may appreciate, dudes. Welcome in as well. Pong, thank you for also, mate. Appreciate you. Welcome in too. 46.2, I think that was from Albon there. I'll tell you what, if Piastri went for a soft tire at the end instead, that'd have been quite interesting. He'd have been fast, but not for long. As long as don't leave it on 70. Yeah, we have gone through our fair share of that in the past. We have gone through our fair share of brake magic. And I do not want to go through that again, thank you. Dude, Piastri is barely catching. Piastri is not catching whatsoever. Just saying, chat. I still don't mind going medium tires at the end here. I'm still not against going medium tires for the final stint. It would provide a slightly extra challenge as well. Have to go now if you do that. Oh, 100%. 100%. But like I say, Piastri is not catching at all in this hard tire, so I'm very comfortable staying out on the hard tires to the end here as well, but a little bit extra fun. I mean, even when we come out of the pits, we'll probably be like 5 seconds behind Hamilton. We should get him quite easily anyway. Yeah, you reckon, Box? Reckon we do it? Weather report. Let's make sure it ain't gonna rain.
No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions look good.
It was a little bit cloudy, so...
The fastest tyre at the moment.
Box, I'm in, Muck. I'm in. Box.
Understood. Stopping this lap.
Good. Excellent. Oh, and that's stuck on the screen now, bruh. That is on medium tires, right? I think I changed it. What the fuck was that noise? Yeah, they're on mediums, all good.
Off we go, back into the race.
Did you guys hear that noise?
Stop, faster than we were expecting.
What was all that banging noise? Do you know what? We actually got closer to Piastri. That proves Piastri gained absolutely nothing. Because we are closer to Piastri now. And we're about to pass him as well.
Okay, mate.
Bro,
okay,
GG.
Piastri just ahead. Push hard, push hard. We can't let them hold us up for too long.
Oh,
as soon as possible.
a little bit of moving on the brake in there from Piastri, okay. I see, I see. So it's a little bit too cold right now. You're being broken into IRL? No, there was, I swear to God. Pull up a clip, you'll hear it. There was like some like weird banging and popping noises on the right-hand side. In the garages or something. I'd have gone for it just to speedrun the objective. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not too fussed about the objective, but we'll get it easily anyway. Yeah, we are literally only like 3 seconds back from Hamilton right now. Come on.
Right, we need to get past here. Use overtake. Use overtake.
Can we get him down towards the final chicane? Oh, we left the door open. We could have gone for it, maybe, but we'll get DRS down towards turn 1. Can we get the exit out of the final corner? Have we got the grip? Good throttle usage there, but Piastri just holding on. Can we look to the inside now against Oscar Piastri? Down the inside, we go down towards turn 1. We'll get the move stuck, and into P3 we go again. And the gap to the top 2, just over 1 second now. However, Piastri's quite close here. Maybe we might have done this move a little bit too early. He'll get DRS down towards the Camel Straight, and we might lose P3 after immediately getting it back. To the outside goes Piastri. We'll cut off the inside. Piastri looking to the outside. Can we brake late? It's fairly even the brakes. We go side by side through Lacombe. Round the outside we go, and we do hold on to P3. That would have cost us a little bit to the top 2, but the grip of the medium tyre, too much for Oscar Piastri there. And we do hold on to the top 3 for the time being, but we want to get back in that DRS to the top 2 ASAP and take back control of this race sooner rather than later. Will Verstappen make the pass on Hamilton as well? Let's see. He's quite close to him. Piastri's in the mix here too. Come on. Lap 35's Vince His Ghosts. We can check out the replay. I don't know if it was sharp in the replay, but there was definitely noises. I'm telling you. Definitely too far back here. Let's try and get the X out of turn 1. Down towards turn 1, I should say. Oh, look at the grip. Oh, look at the grip. That is outrageous. That is absolutely outrageous. The fresh medium tyre absolutely cooking Verstappen out of the final corner. And here we go on Lewis Hamilton with 6 to go. We'll get DRS down the Kemmel Straight. And this should be the move to take back the lead on Lewis Hamilton. We'll take the slipstream. We'll get the DRS. And there's very little Lewis Hamilton can do here. And we take back the lead here in Belgium. We started in 22nd place. We had no battery available to us. And we have managed to come back and win this Grand Prix. That's a lot of confidence that we're going to win it. But I truly believe we can hold on from here. And if we don't, GG. Purple first sector as well.
No issues with tyre wear for now.
6 to go. Let's get it done now, chat. Let's bring her home. Bring her home. Where's Hulk? He is out. Back-to-back retirements in Belgium for Hulkenberg. Both times he was P7 as well. Still incredible with even floor damage. Like I say, I barely even noticed the floor damage. I barely noticed it. I mean, it's like kind of orangey, which usually suggests it's quite bad damage, but yeah, I barely felt the floor damage whatsoever, so no complaints from me. Fastest lap, let's see. Easy.
Good job. That was the fastest.
Floor
lap of the
damage
race
made
so
you
far.
faster? I don't think so. If we're this quick with floor damage, imagine without the floor damage. All right, 5 to go, chat. Let's reel her back home. Are we witnessing the comeback of all comebacks? This is definitely up there. I mean, to be fair, I think it was lap 11, I think it was. We were already in the top 5, I think it was, wasn't it? Something like that. 10 laps in, we already gained like 20 places almost. It's crazy. Check plank and fuel. Yeah, the plank might be in a bit of trouble, to be fair. It might have been a legal plank. We might be getting Mercedes treatment here. Thank God it wasn't side pod damage. Could have been race over if it was. I'm honestly still kind of like confused how we really got that floor damage, because we were sort of like glued or hooked onto another car or something, and then all of a sudden I saw the thing come up with what I thought was side pod damage at the first, but yeah, then it was floor damage. So we'll review the contact again, but it was very bizarre. Because it was all like very slow speed as well, wasn't it? There was a bit of a car park going through turn 1, then yeah, that happens. But like I say, it's been pretty smooth sailing so far with the damage. I was a little concerned at first, but our pace has been pretty good. It was a little bit tricky in the wet, but in the dry, I barely noticed it. Sidepod damage gives you decreased downforce, increased drag, and reduced engine cooling. It's a complete nightmare. Yeah, it sounds pretty grim. I don't think I've had sidepod damage once this game. Maybe you got a missing plank. Maybe. Engine easily goes over 150 degrees consistently. Bro, what? GG. Four seconds up on pizza. The game's over. Yep. All we got to do is bring her home. And this will be a very comfortable win here. And then tomorrow, we head to Hungary, where the AI is quite strong, I believe, as well. So it might be a nice, simple day at the office today. Tomorrow is going to be a different story. Also, tomorrow, chat, we are going to be doing our World Drivers' Championship and Constructors' Championship predictions as well at the start of the stream. So that'll be tomorrow's plan. We'll do our Constructors and Drivers' Championship predictions for the 2026 season. And then after that, we'll head into the Hungarian Grand Prix for the career mode as well. 80 AI, it felt like it. Ben got sidepod damage in my team at Mexico. Oh, GG. At Mexico, that's probably one of the worst tracks you can get it at. Ferrari double one, I won't elaborate. Okay. You will see my predictions tomorrow. You will see. Most people already know who I think is going to win the championship, but if you don't, you'll find out. Is the AI supposed to be really strong at that track? At Hungary? Yeah. Yeah, Hungary is one of their stronger tracks, so that'll be a tough Grand Prix. Fernando? Yep. Easily Fernando Alonso will be my favorite to win the championship. Because he is driving such a quick car and has such a reliable car. Fernando Alonso with Aston Martin will be a world champion once again. FA3, baby. Adrian Newey Masterclass. How many DNFs have we had this career modes? 0. I don't think we've had one. Hungary's a tire heater. AI code better on those. Exactly. That's why they're so strong there. They are very good on tires in Hungary. Do 1 lap of quality just to see how much faster you would be. What, around here? You want to see how quick I am against the AI here? I would say a lot. It would probably be close to 2 seconds, I think, if we actually did a proper push lap. If Fernando will come a WDC, everybody would say it only because his teammate was so no match. Only does, baby. They always say that about Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen anyway, so nothing new. Are there any new modes rumored to come in the new update? I don't think so. I would imagine the survival challenge will come back at some point. But, yeah, there's no confirmation on that. Look at the gap we have now. 10 seconds to the guys behind. Holy moly, bro. It is incredible how bad the AI is here. I wish you could mod the AI track the track. Because there are so many tracks where I'd up the AI and make them harder, and so many tracks where I'd make them slower, like Silverstone and Spain. And then tracks like Monaco and Belgium, I'd want to make them, like, faster and stuff. It's a shame that, unfortunately, the only way to mod them is by directly affecting them for everything, so... Hopefully AI will be stronger than the DLC. Yeah, we'll see. Whoa. There are ways to mod the AI, but it's beyond my comprehension. Yeah, like I say, I believe that anything you do to the AI is like a general sort of thing. It's not like a track-to-track thing. You can't mod them to be like slightly better on one track than another. Things like dirty air and stuff will affect them more. And you can increase obviously like the slipstream and stuff, which helps them more as well. But yeah, there's nothing that like you can individually assign how they are for every track. Araba does mod the AI thing. Yeah, he does. I think he actually like works with a modder to enhance the gameplay a little bit more. Our first lap call of the day, Arvid Lindblad. He will get to finish the race a lap earlier. Who is Huckelheim? Me. I am Huckelheim. In between Austria turn 2 and 3, there's some extra track to the left. Saw a video of the AI going to drive on that. Interesting. Maybe you could, like, not train them as such, but maybe you could adjust, like, how they affect their lines and things, but... yeah.
Okay, you just started the final lap of the race.
25.2. Our lap times have still been very consistent, even on the medium tires here. We are going to finish probably around 13 to 14 seconds ahead of the rest of the field after starting in last place, bruh. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Have you gone karting before? Yes. Many times. Wasn't Lindblad involved in that full damage of turn 1? Maybe, yeah. Well, we'll go back and see exactly what happened. I'm going to imagine that someone's tire clipped our floor and that's what caused damage. Any luck or pure skill? I mean, luck in a sense that the AI are terrible, probably. The rest is skill, definitely. The rest is skill. All right, here we go. Half a lap to go, ladies and gentlemen, and that will do it for the Belgian Grand Prix. We started in last place here in Belgium. We challenged ourselves with not using any ERS, and we are going to come out on top as San comes in with the 5 gifted subs. You'll love to see it. Thank you much, San, for the 5 gifted subs to Drix, Armac, Yok, D Brown, and Peter. I appreciate that, San. Very kind of you. If you were one of those who got a gifted sub from Sam, make sure to show a massive thank you to them for the gifted sub. But through the final chicane we go, ladies and gentlemen. Out the final corner. What a dominant display from ourselves here in Belgium. Win number 3 of the season as well. And that puts us maybe back into second in the championship as well. GG's, ladies and gentlemen. What a race. We nailed that from start to finish. Drive of the day as well. I mean, we had to be, right? Starting in last place and finishing P1 had to be drive of the day.
But they persevered to take the win here today.
You always look back at a race like this and think...
Definitely agree on blaming V-Carb. Yeah, we'll find out in a minute. We'll find out.
There would have been contact, and every one of those...
So how much did we finish ahead of the AI bar in the end?
Well, you have to absolutely nail it, perfect it, and that's exactly what they're able to do today. Great stuff, indeed.
How much did we finish ahead of the AI by in the end? It must have been close to 15 seconds, right?
Sauber in the #1 spot on the podium today.
Was it 13.8, was it? That's ridiculous. Considering with like 6 laps to go, we had passed Hamilton for P1. And then fast forward 6 laps and we're 14 seconds ahead. It's outrageous. Genuinely outrageous. Oh! Is that Piastri P2? He got by Verstappen and Hamilton in the end. Well, I don't think he actually would have, but maybe it was simulated it. Yeah, Dunkelheim gave us all the luck we needed. Look at that sea of orange in the crowd. Either Verstappen fans or McLaren fans. Or both. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. What a weekend for Barry Huckelheim. P1 in the sprint, P1 in the Grand Prix. That is a simply lovely weekend. I think that's fair to say. We finished 14.2 ahead of Oscar Piastri in the end there as well. So, yeah, we destroyed the fastest lap time. That fastest lap was without ERS as well. With ERS, we probably do like a 43 or something like that as the fastest lap. So, yeah, ridiculous. P22 to P1. What a race for ourselves. Piastri does get back to P2. Apparently, he got it by 2 thousandths to Hamilton in the end. That's definitely not true. I guarantee we go back into replay and he didn't even overtake Hamilton. I guarantee it. Verstappen finishes P4, Leclerc P5, Russell, Norris, Ocon, Hadron, Alonso, all in that top 10 and scoring points for today. And of course, our teammate Nico Hulkenberg once again retiring in the race. He retired the sprint race. He retired the Grand Prix. He was running P7 in both of those races and retired both of them. Ridiculous. Genuinely ridiculous. Let's see that damage at turn 1, shall we? Piastri 3-stop as well. Yeah. Caddy still no points. They are slowly running out of time, aren't they? Are we 4 wide here? Holy shit, we are 4 wide. I did not know we were 4 wide. Oh my god. Yeah, I got hooked here. And that's what gave me damage. And I couldn't get... You can see I'm turning right here, but I just can't move off from him because of the stupid locking mechanics. But yeah, 4 wide is definitely not nice. That's ridiculous. But unfortunately, that's how we got our damage. Not that it mattered too much in the end anyway, but that is how we picked up our floor damage. You can probably actually... Yeah, you can see the damage on the side there, actually. Look what the floor looks like right now. Now look at it. Oh, wait, did we get side pod damage? There's a hole in our side pod. Yeah, the right-hand side's perfectly fine, as expect. Or is that just like a rubber mark from the contact? Yeah, right there, you can see. Yeah. Where's the floor damage? You can see, if you take a screenshot here, I can't put my cursor on the screen, unfortunately, but if you take a screenshot here, look at the floor, and then look at the floor now. There's a very big difference. You can see where it's like kind of ripped apart. Might be a rubber mark. Let's see, let's get to photo mode. You can probably get a better idea of what it looks like here as well. Floor. Yeah, look at the state of that floor. Look at the state of the floor, bro. It's like someone just took a bite out of it. I can't get any more closer there. But if I zoom in via this... Yeah. That is definitely a hole in the side pod as well, isn't it? Yeah, that is a hole in the side pod. But it didn't come up with any damage in the side pod, so maybe it's just a visual thing. But that is definitely a big hole in the side pod there. A big, big hole. Multiple holes as well. My camera is stuck like this when I try to play. That's why I don't play. What? Ow. Jaws 2? Yeah, literally. Literally. But yeah, that's how we got our floor damage anyway. What else do we want to check, chat? We can check how Hulkenberg retired, I guess. Lap 30. Watch the smoke billow out the back of the car. In 3, 2, 1. There. Back-to-back retirements in Belgium from mechanical failures. Crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. You can see the smoke pouring in the back of the car there, too. Hulk's luck was not in it today, huh? Not in it. Adam with the raid. Thank you much, Adam, for the raid, my dude. Appreciate it, buddy. Hope you had a good stream. Bold raid. That's a weird-looking Aston. Nah, it made it to lap 30. It can't be an Aston Martin. It made it to lap 30. Anything else you want to see? Very mudded race. Uh-oh. Anything else you want to check? Your ghosts? Oh, yeah. What lap was that? 35, right? Here. Last lap overtake. Oh, yeah. We'll check that in a second, too. Are you going to tell me you don't hear that? What is that? What is that? You can't hear it from the TV camera view. Hear what? It's literally all normal. Are you gaslighting me? Put headphones on. Do you have headphones on? Put some headphones on and put the stream at max volume. It's like some, like, rumbling or something. I don't even know. I have headphones on. I hear it. What is it? There's nothing. There is. Stop it. There is something there. I don't know what it is, though. You've had one monster too many? Okay, I'm being gaslit. I'm straight up being gaslit. Let's go to the final lap and see if... Okay, to be fair, Piastri did actually overtake Verstappen at some point. But did he actually overtake Hamilton? Got close. Going over the strip. But it started before I went over the strip, though. That weird rumbly kind of noise. At the time when I was driving, it sounded like some, like, explosions or something. Yeah, I didn't overtake him. Lol. Well done, game. Well done. Is it a movie I see dead people? And also, I know what sound you're hearing. I don't know. It sounded more prominent to me on the, in like, live, but I can still hear it in that replay. I don't know what it is, but it's other teams packing away equipment. Maybe. Maybe it is. Maybe. Yeah, there we go, chat. Let's have a look at the Drivers' Championship then, shall we? Heading into the Hungarian Grand Prix. Oh, look at that top three, chat. Look at that top three. 16 points separating the top three right now. We're 11 behind Verstappen, and Lando Norris is 5 behind us heading into Hungary as well. But Hungary will be a difficult Grand Prix. The AI there are quite good, so don't expect that to be an easy ride. Constructors' Championship-wise, we currently sit P4 as well. We're 40 points behind Ferrari, who are 8 behind... No, not 8. That's way more than 8. They are 92 ahead of behind Red Bull right now. And then McLaren have a 16-point lead right now too. So, yeah, not much in between the top two. But P4 is where we stand right now. And we have a big gap to Mercedes there as well, don't we? We should easily finish top 4 in the Constructors' Championship.